Alrighty, chat. Who's ready for tonight? I need to swap out mugs. Sorry, I will be right back once again. Okay, sorry about that, chat. For real now, who is ready for some more trails tonight? I see you, Crimson. How are you doing this evening? Sorry for the delayed start. As I mentioned in my post, we had a call-in tonight, so they were like, "Hey, Jin, can you come in, or can you stay like 1 extra hour?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can do that." Playing Metaphor? I need to play it. I need to play more of it. 165 Damn. I don't think I can count that high, Crimson. That is a really high number. Ugh. We're gonna get started. You're preparing for the final fight? Ooh. I hope it is as good. I hope the final fight is as good as the first part of the game, because I've played up through the first like major boss. You know what I'm talking about. The first big dungeon, the first boss. Need to pause my other music. Also, Nightwolf, hello, welcome in. Thank you for all of the self-cares. How are you doing this evening? I actually just took my medication, so I appreciate that, but mwahaha. But thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. I have hydrated already, and now I have stretched as well. I'm doing well. Ugh. I am still hearing these notifications. Damn. I think that was the last one. I didn't count them or anything, but I think that was the last one. Okay, cool. That is all 87 billion sound effects that Nightwolf had for me. Good. Was there anything in here that I needed to do? Doesn't look like it. It's possible that I missed a gift somewhere. But, onward to the Lever District. Lever. It's a new area, chat. We've never been here. Causing various side content to disappear. Correct. Oh yeah, I assume that he is way past me. He was playing this before I finished up, or he was playing this before I, before I finished Daybreak. I thought you guys had introduced Jelmuck to me. Like, obviously I haven't been in any of his streams on account of he's ahead of me in the series. Need to get people to know me? I mean, that is a good idea. I just don't know the best way to do that offhand. Van's group headed to the nearest subway station and made their way towards Livre in the northwest part of the capital. I know you guys have mentioned him a few times in here. Like I said, I haven't actually been in many, if any, of his streams. Actually, wait, I think he did Pragmata once. I think I was in one of his Pragmata streams briefly. Trying to remember, did we raid him that night? That might have been that we raided him. And if he doesn't remember me, I get it. I'm not a super memorable person. I get it. I understand. Oh, hi, Bearguard. Having Bearguard and Katra talking like that is just giant man versus small boy. Being on the train reminds you of the scene in Persona 5 with Morgana. Yep, time to button mash, Crimson. I don't know why they bothered to include other options for that. Everybody always picks time to button mash. Did they bother to program the other two options? There was no need to. Sky far away from the hill. Welcome to a new area, the Livre district. Lever. I don't actually know how you say this.
Wow. So this is the Leva district.
Levre.
What I wouldn't give to live in an upscale place like this.
Indeed. It's the very picture of elegance. Yet the pleasant atmosphere and greenery gives it a tranquil quality as well.
This
It
place
does.
is so pretty and nice. It makes total sense that Agnes grew up here. Aww. I'm really glad to hear you all like it.
You know what?
I've dropped
Yeah,
by
it checks
here
out.
a handful of times at night, you know, just to do a little smashing and swiping in the homes of corrupt politicians.
You know what, Judith? Rock on.
But it's just now hitting me how nice this district is. Maybe I really should buy one of the homes here.
That's kind of funny.
Well, you certainly wouldn't be wanting for comfort, I suppose.
Bet even
That
the
checks out.
ritziest house on the market would be chump change for you. Oh, wait, when the hell did you sneak back into the group?
You didn't notice her get onto the train with us, Aaron?
What does that matter? My event wrapped, so I figured I'd join back up with you. Okay, someone catch me up to speed. You guys ran into something over in the city's outskirts, right?
Yeah, and we couldn't contact anybody while we were there until we killed a monster. And all the cheap fodder were apparently stronger than average, even though I don't think they really were.
I'll tell you about it later. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe? Come on, guys. I don't want to be the only one out of the loop here.
No offense, Judith, you are a bit of a ditz. That's okay.
In any event, shall we set about finding the nearest bulletin board?
Excuse me.
Yeah, this area is pretty safe, so with any luck, we should be able to wrap this up quick.
I like that plan. Now, if I'm remembering right, the bulletin board is... over there. Okay, here's the plan. We'll finish our work here and maybe check out a few shops in the chapel. After that, we can meet up over at the cafe or back at Montmartre to grab some lunch. Oh, actually about that, I had a suggestion. Given everything that's happened this morning, and since we're all here, how about we stop by my house for tea once we reach a good stopping point? Okay, Anya's place. I'd be more than happy to make you all lunch, too. We have so many leftover ingredients that are just begging to be used. Really? You mean it? You say your house, but it's also the president's house, right? Won't there be security guards watching the place while he's away? Probably, but they know my situation, so I don't think they'll have any problems with me inviting you over. As long as, you know, you explain things to them, yeah, they shouldn't have a problem. So, what do you think, Van? Sure, why not? As long as they don't mind, I'm game. Might even be able to unwind this time. First visit was hella tense with your dad around. Yeah, I'll bet. To say that guy knows how to command a room would be an understatement. It seems our course is set then. Let us head to Miss Clodel's residence once we complete the remainder of our day's work. I thought we were supposed to meet up with Elaine today. No. Where is Elaine, chat? Or is that not till the evening?
This is
It's
the
not till
area's
the evening.
go-to shop for variety goods. They have a wide selection of foodstuffs.
Ugh, I'd kill to have a place like this within walking distance. I'm so jealous.
That is pretty nice. The fridge has been acting up since yesterday, and I've been pretty stressed because of it. You got a lot of products stored up there, including some luxury goods. Oh, and I've been having trouble steering my delivery truck. Model number? Huh? Well, I'd have to look it up. The truck's a 6-year-old Etzwis. Oil refill? Show me. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. You already identified the problem? That's incredible. She's a bit impersonal and even a little intimidating. But it seems like she knows her stuff, I guess. Rebecca's doing on-site repairs now, right? I guess that's why she's all the way out here. Yes. She appears to be nervous, but I do hope it all goes well. I hope so too, chat. I'm proud of you, Rebecca. The outside world is so scary. But I think I could fix the car and the fridge. No, I want to fix them. You can do this, Rebecca. You've got this in the bag. She can stand to be a little more friendly, but hey, progress is progress. That can be the next step. Indeed it can.
It's so scary outside.
It's okay, Rebecca. I believe in you. Can I afford any more upgrades? I can afford some. That is all that I can afford. Cool. Love that for me.
Thanks. As always.
She's doing a good job, chat.
Be shy now.
Ooh, new gift for Rosette. Take it. Everything else here is
Come again.
fine, I guess. Ooh, I see a treasure chest on the map.
Looks like some good loot.
You know, I'm not entirely sure why that was behind the building, but I won't turn down a treasure chest, chat.
Man, this neighborhood's so calm compared to the rest of the city.
Right? I think that's part of why so many people in the government live here.
Doesn't seem like
Oh,
there's
check
much
it
else
out.
to see. Let's turn back.
For a second, I thought that was Hermes. I'm like, wait. I thought she was going to be getting ready to go into space right now. What is she doing here? But no, that's not her. That is not, in fact, Amelia.
This cafe seems nice and cozy. I imagine it'd be a good place to get remote work done.
Albert and Odette do come here to study from time to time.
Okay, but what I want to know is, what kind of specialty sweets can I get here?
We can find that out pretty
What can I
easily,
get for you?
Van. Edelmill Fuel. And the recipe for Soul Chef Pizza. 6 CP and 80 HP.
Thanks a bunch.
Not very much.
Whoa, check this out, guys.
Pretty good
You
view.
can see the whole town and Treon Tower from here.
You know, you've
This
mentioned
spot is one
Treon
of the
Tower
hallmarks of Leyva. Viewing
outside the city,
sunrise
too.
From here always takes my breath away.
That sounds
Controller.
lovely. Okay, I'd like to have the chance to see that myself.
I bet you would. Okay, there's my thing. I should probably just go ahead and examine that now. I am, in fact, already here, after all. Guys, look! Check out all the local event ads. There are charity flyers, too. I suppose that's par for the course in well-to-do areas like this. Yes, that's true. It might also have to do with the chapel being nearby. Anyway, not that we'd find any here, but I don't spot any 4SPGs on the front side. I mean, yeah, that's no surprise. If there are any, they'd be on the back. And we got Bupkis. Besides, clean as a damn spring breeze. Maybe don't cuss in this area. I was afraid of that. It's been a hot minute since I had a request here. I think the last time was Oh? Hey, what's that? It's a little scrap of paper. Looks like it was torn off. Perhaps a request or something of the sort was placed there and then removed sometime later. Yeah, probably. And it must have happened pretty recently. There's not even a speck of dirt on it, and I don't see any sign of it being rained on. There's a huge downpour this past weekend, and the board would have been sopping wet. Yes. I see what you mean. It did rain quite a bit then, as I recall. Which means it could have only been posted for 3 or 4 days at most before it was removed. Right, so let's put on our thinking caps. Using a little creative deduction, this scrap of paper was most likely part of... a prank by mischievous kids, a code for some criminal activity, a 4SPG that was posted and then taken down, or a prop for a riddle game. I wonder which it could be, chat. Yep, that's my theory too. Picture this. A person needs help with something they can't bring to the police or guild. They aren't used to dealing with the shady types like me, but after hearing rumors about this 4SPG thing, they go out on a limb and pull one up. Could be Blue Blanc. You know what? It could be. With a riddle. They wait 2 or 3 days, see no one's responding to it, and give up and tear it down before someone else sees it. Seems like a plausible turn of events, don't you think? See, my theory was, or I guess is, because this is just Van's theory. Excuse me. Somebody put up the 4SPG specifically about another person. The other person happens to see it, and they are the ones who removed it. I don't know if that's what happened or not, but that seems just as plausible. You got all that from a tiny scrap of paper? Well, he's just saying it's one possibility, but it is a convincing hypothesis nonetheless. I hate it when he makes sense, especially when he looks so smug about it. Okay, Epstein. How does that tie into everything else? Huh? What makes you think I'd know the answer to that? And here I thought you had it all figured out. Silly me. While we may not know the details, I think we can be fairly certain something unusual is brewing under the surface. Or at the very least, this makes that conclusion seem that much more likely. Probability has definitely gone up. Can't make a definite call yet, but knowing that something fishy might be going on is still good intel. Doesn't your risk management AI or whatever's logic work in a similar way? Yes. Although I am certainly no expert on the subject. As I understand it, the system aggregates a vast number of risk factors, then calculates a threat level based on that. Perhaps we could borrow a page from their book. Take one lead and combine it with others, and then the path forward may make itself known. We could consider making that our investigation's opening gambit. Chris! How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for floating your daily mana. How are you doing this evening? Thinking about it in that way, it just reminds me of that stupid-ass Go game Gen and Sal liked playing. So, in summary, we just have to keep our eyes peeled and collect data. And then the bigger picture will eventually come into focus. How are you doing this evening, Chris? Hope you've had a fantastic day. Cold but chill? I mean, those are synonyms, Chris. I'm not being silly, I promise. Were you able to follow that, Fairy? Yeah, he said cold but chill. But, like, chill is another word for cold? So, why would he say that? That's not what I'm talking about. Oh, I guess it's kind of like when we use multiple artillery observers to spot snipers. They like to move around a bunch, so we have to be super in sync to neutralize them. Oh, that, makes sense. Sometimes I worry we raised this girl all wrong. You weren't the one who raised her to know that, Judith. Don't worry. She knew that before we started taking care of her. Fairy writing down that cold and chill are the same word? Exactly. That is exactly or what she learned out of all this. Also, whose emote is that? Zakus? I don't recognize that name, but... Hey, we got 2 SP for answering the obvious question. Zakusu. You know, it is impressive that you had an emote specifically for Fairy noting something. Not just anybody.
And this is my house. You haven't been here since the end of last year, right, Van?
Yeah,
Nope.
Feels like that was ages ago. Wonder where that enthusiastic dog of theirs is lurking.
Enthusiastic, huh? That's the Zack the Jalmok was talking about? Ah.
It's not often I come to visit this chapel.
Fun fact, you can go up to the belfry using the ladders upstairs. Anyone want to have a look?
Sure. Where's the ladder? Alright, I think we can call it that. No, we wanted to go up to the belfry. That's one of his friends. Fair enough, fair enough. Getting a real unusual whiff of something from all this, including that scrap of paper. If you're ready, are we good to head to my house now? Just a heads up, I can't do much more than make some sandwiches for everyone. Oh, that's more than enough. Thank you very much. You guys are gonna love Anya's sandwiches. She gave me one the other day. It was so good. If you'd like, I would be happy to help in preparing the tea and coffee. And I'd be happy to help myself to his vintage wines. No, Aaron. Bad. Oh, no, you don't. Not on the clock, Buster. If the opportunity were to present itself, he seems like a fun lad to be sharing a few drinks with. Master Bearguard, you say some really scary shit sometimes, you know that? Yeah, you say some really scary shit. Okay, who taught the 13-year-old how to cuss? You did, Van? Fuck.
Heck of a view, huh? Makes me want to yell at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, you can say, "Hello world, I'm a cat burglar with a single brain cell."
Or I could kick you off the side of this belfry.
I will have you know she has at least 2 brain cells. Fairy learned it from Aaron. Honestly, she learned it from both of them. "25 stream streak." Oh, you know what? You may have lost your streak earlier, but 25 is still an impressive number. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Chris. Pyramithra! I played some more Xenoblade Dose this morning, actually. Let's go and visit Anya's place.
Whoa! Your house is gorgeous, Agnes!
The building itself seems pretty old, but it's been maintained with love and care.
Aww,
I'm glad you think so.
good to know that.
Huh. Looks like a completely different place in the daytime.
Probably looks like a much nicer place in the daytime than it does at night.
What the?
Puppy? Puppy!
Hey, aren't you?
Chat, it's a puppy.
Alphonse? Where did you come from?
Alphonse. I know we've heard about
Aw,
this
nice
dog,
pupper you got there.
but this is the first time we actually get to meet him. Good pupper.
I didn't know you were a dog owner, Agnes.
I remember her mentioning she had one. But wait, I thought he was kept at the official residence.
Down, boy. It's impolite to jump on people.
Are you sure about that one? Hello, Mr. President.
Dad? What are you doing here?
It's a big dog. It is a big dog.
Home, Mr. President.
What a pleasant surprise. Our apologies for showing up without invitation.
Please, no apologies needed. It's an honor and a privilege to welcome such esteemed guests into my humble home. As for why I'm here, I happen to have some downtime, so I thought I'd take Alphonse for a walk.
Coincidentally, when we were thinking of hitting your place up for a little bit.
I'm surprised to see you back in the thick of it so soon after your trip to Orid. That kind of diligence really is admirable. But perhaps a
Did
rest
you expect
now
anything
and
else
again
from Van?
would do you well. You ought to show yourself the same care that you do my daughter.
No.
Dad. Come on, Alphonse. Be good.
No one gives themselves
Of
the same
course
amount
you
of
know
respect
about
they
what
give
we were up
others.
to. A little surprised you're still keeping your ears to the ground, Mr. Prez. Thought your eyes were set on the stars.
True, they are. Yeah, some downtime. Coincidence? I think not! So you're saying the second phase being moved up was in the cards from the get-go, huh?
That's right. We didn't know what kind of issues would come up, so we added quite a bit of buffer time to the schedule.
You know what? That makes sense. Big sip? Yeah, just a little bit of a big sip.
Mostly to give us time to recover if we hit any particularly bad setbacks.
Ah, so it was always supposed to happen the day that it did happen, but you told the world it would happen 2 weeks later.
However, thanks to the efforts of Professor Cronkite, Esmeralda, and the other researchers at Vern, that extra time proved unnecessary.
That is definitely an interesting marketing strategy, chat.
Marduk's control system was also finished early, so we were able to move the schedule forward significantly.
I did hear Young, Essie, and Mr. Giscard were at the base, but I hadn't realized they were so involved in the project. Though my department wasn't involved in the plan, I'm happy to hear we've been able to live up to your expectations. By the way, there's something I've been wondering ever since I saw the stream of the second launch. Excuse me. I'm guessing you're planning to use an assault frame in place of that block dummy unit, right? But there's no way they weigh the same, so how the hell's that gonna work? Seems like your foolproof plan has a massive hole in it. Tactless Aaron strikes again. That is a, genuine concern, though, Barry. Seriously, you take as blunt as a hammer to a whole new level.
Don't worry. No offense taken. And as for the mech, we don't intend to use the land-based Zycrease model for this project.
Oh.
What we will be using, however, you'll have to wait until the day of the launch to see.
Damn, no sneak previews. In other words, you and your trench monkeys have a new toy in the works. That's true. But I'm guessing you're already in the middle of testing it, aren't you? No doubt you'd want to make sure that it can handle any situation thrown its way in the vacuum of space. What about space combat, chat? Bet the final field testing's been handling all top secret-like, huh? Ah. I see. Then that means...
I understand your curiosity given what you experienced at Marduk headquarters, but I'll have to leave the rest to your imagination.
Play trails to find out? Fine. I suppose.
Although I will say this, your name did come up as a viable test candidate.
Wait, we can test this thing? Wait, what? You mean Van's able to fly around with that giant robot?
Yes, that's right. It's simple enough that even I could pilot one, so I imagine it would be child's play for one of Marduk's testers.
You should play more Coconut Sim instead? Dang. You know what, Chris? You should replace all of your streams this week with Coconut Simulator.
If you'd like, I could have Kincaid talk with the General about making you a pilot. Perhaps we could put out one of your 4 SPGs and categorize it as unofficial outsourcing.
You know what? I could do that. If this is some kind of joke, I ain't laughing. Dad, please. You really shouldn't tease about that sort of thing.
What? Just because I'm the president of a nation doesn't mean I can't kid around. That said, I still meant every word.
If there is space combat, it would be marvelous. Sure, why not? You know what? I don't even know anymore. Which one is it then? Are you joking or not? This freaking guy. Oh dear. The man's completely at his mercy. Like I said earlier, he sure knows how to command a room. Huh. A challenge untrodden by mankind. It'd be dishonest to say I wasn't looking forward to this. You seem to be going to great pains to ensure there will be no interference from terrorists and criminal organizations.
Great pains would be an understatement. Believe me. Part of the reason I made that pact with the Society in the first place was to reduce the amount of external threats we might face.
Ah, you're trying to say, hey, Society, don't interfere with my plans to go to space. Thank you, Chris. Ah.
Oh, and by the way, I would thank you to remember our agreement. Do not overstep your bounds.
Well, our little pact was just about over anyway, which means things will start to heat up soon.
That's why we saw him talking to the Grandmaster. It sure is. Seems your reputation precedes you, Mr. President. You're everything the man Mr. Rocksmith claims you to be. I heard many a report about you before you entered the political arena. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance at last.
No, the pleasure is all mine, Mr. Zeman. You've done much for not only Calvert, but the entire continent as well.
Excuse me.
I'd be all too happy to have a little tete-a-tete with you in the near future. We should arrange an outing together with Mr. Rocksmith.
That'd be very welcome. I apologize, chat. Bearguard's, whatchamacallit. His voice is harsh on my throat. Perhaps you ought to invite Lieutenant General Cassius Bright to this, too. Yes. Give me Cassius Bright. Give me Cassius motherfucking Bright.
Oh, now that's a thought. He and I go back well over a decade.
Well, so much for us worming our way back into the conversation. Sorry. I was really hoping this would be a chance for us all to de-stress. If it's any consolation, I'm finding this to be a rather fascinating experience. Also, Gramhart and Cassius know each other. Of course Cassius knows Gramhart. Cassius knows fucking everybody. Shortly thereafter, a number of calls from the presidential office came in. And Gramhart and his secretary team had to put an end to their short break. Gramhart is former military. True.
For cutting our little chat short. In the meantime, please make yourselves at home.
That was already the plan.
We don't keep confidential documents here, so you're welcome to look around all you like.
You know, that is smart. Don't keep confidential documents in your home. How magnanimous of you, Mr. Prez. Still, this really is a nice place you got here. Chat, is this the Prez that Crimson likes to mention a lot? My mom even knows who Cassius Bright is, and she's never even played Trails. You know what? That's fair. I've often said that if the queen of Liberal were to give Cassius Bright a medal, people in the crowd would be wondering who the fuck this old woman is that's giving a medal to Cassius Bright. The Prez of the castle is Roy Gramhart. Damn, I knew it, Crimson. I heard you even did the renovations on it yourself.
That I did. I performed them shortly after I got married. We bought the house through a certain connection I had at the time.
Ah.
If I recall correctly, I believe it was built around 70 years ago now.
You don't look like you're over 70, Gramhart. Oh, wow. I certainly wouldn't have guessed that. I bet this place would make for a great filming location. Huh? The Genesis?
Yes, I'll leave the rest to you. Now, I know you only just finished your finals, but try not to overexert yourself. You won't be able to help your group if you burn yourself out.
That is true.
Come on, Dad. I know. And I expect you to lead by example on that front.
That was Judith's compact? Oh, okay.
And, I want you to know I'll be rooting for you. With your project and everything, I mean.
Of course. Thank you.
Though it did glow the same way that a Genesis usually does. Okay then, I'll get started on lunch. Please give me a little bit to get it ready. Like my dad said, you're free to look around the house as much as you'd like. Really? You mean it? Yay, let's go! First up, Anya's room. Oh, on second thought, she'd probably be uncomfortable with me going into her bedroom. Do you want to see it too, Katra? I really don't mind showing you if you do. As I mentioned earlier, I'd be more than happy to assist in preparing everyone's lunches. And while you do that, I'm just gonna hang out here. Whoa, they left the dog behind. Oh, I'm sure security will be back later to take him to the official residence. Puppy! Okay then, don't have a ton of time on our hands, but we can take a quick look around. Still can't believe this place is 70 years old. If I know my history, that'd date the house back to the time of the Third Republic. They made a movie about it. I watched that movie in the last game. I think they've made a couple of movies about that general era. Really makes you wonder who built it back then. Who knows? What's up, Judith? Days gone by. Now this is a good one. And we fought Auguste. Affirmative. Its metric and tonal patterns evoke feelings of comfort. I like how you both had the same joke there. Come on, guys. You can't just go putting on records on in other people's houses. Says you. The president gave us the okay to make ourselves at home, so I'm taking him up on that. His ear is a real friend, though. This library's got everything from classics to chansons. There even happens to be a decent collection of Grammys albums. Ooh. Someone said it like that in Jelmuk's stream, too. Ah. Chansonniere extraordinaire. Dominique Lancer, eh? Go figure. Whoa! Amber Turtle? She has my favorite jazz number, too. If I recall, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, Cold Steel 1 had a side quest about finding a copy of Amber Turtle, right? That was the name of the album? Back in Cold Steel 1? Was that correct? Someone tell me I'm right. Please. Oh, this is awkward. Between this and the saunas, we've got more than a few hobbies in common. You can look this up? Thank you, Chris. Didn't he invite you to a private session at the end of our big case last spring? In his book, you're probably the bad apple seducing his precious daughter away. Don't even start. How many times do I gotta spell out that I'm the one getting barged in on here? Now playing the next song, Autumn Knows. Oh, it was Amber Armor in Cold Steel? Gotcha. Dang, I thought it was the same album. Oh, Amber Amour. Excuse me. I know it's nothing new by now, but Theo really is something else. 1000%. And they've got good taste on top of that. Amber Amour. Well, can I just go through this door directly? Oh. Good to know that the president is able to poop if he needs to. Though not Anya's. These ingredients should suffice for the menu in mind. I must say, though, the pantry is punctiliously stop. You know what? Google. Punctilious pronunciation.
Punctilious.
Punctiliously stalked, despite the both of you often being absent. Oh, well, it all ends up being things with a long shelf life anyway. I come back about 2 or 3 times a month to clean and cook and treat the security personnel to a meal. Occasionally, I'll make some extra to leave behind, which my father does seem to eat when he returns. Really now? Knew he had a soft spot for his little girl, no matter how much he tries to act otherwise. That's a little debatable. He definitely has a particular fondness for my sandwiches and stews, though. Probably reminds him of your mother, Anya's. I think it's fair to say I've succeeded in recreating the way my mother's tasted. Exactly. Miss Claudel. Well, going by the ones you'd sometimes make at the office, I can say for a fact that they're both delicious. This kitchen reflects the family who lives there. This one feels tidy yet lived in at the same time. Says a lot about the woman your mom was. Indeed. Even the sink and kitchen utensils appear to be meticulously maintained. Well, it's been 5 years since she passed, but those parts of her might have rubbed off on me, too. Aw, baby Agnes. I just try to do things the way I remember she did them. Though it wasn't without plenty of setbacks in the beginning. I'd even forced my father to eat the stews I burnt. Hey, any dad worth his salt would be more than happy to gulp it down. Yes, without a doubt, it was likely the same for myself. Well, at any rate, Van, this'll take us a tiny bit longer. My success rate with these dishes is guaranteed, so just sit tight and they'll be out in a jiffy. Given that this is likely a larger party than Miss Claudel is accustomed to serving, I shall handle the ingredients and spice measurements. Sounds good. My mouth's already watering. Let's go upstairs. What's up here? I know that Fairy and Katra are in Anya's room. This must be her room. So, this is Anya's room, huh? Isn't it nice in here? So warm, so calming. Plus, it gives off this breath of fluffy, flowery air that has Anya's written all over it. Think I get what you mean. You can definitely tell that she's spent a lot of time in here. That she has. And just what's got you all wrapped up? Poring over an older girl's private books? Oh, Wait, I'm 16 now. That makes Anya's and me the same age. Maybe for a couple of months. Fair point. But in 3 days, she'll be back to being older. Okay, 3 more days. Ooh, he's got you there. Also, she's still older than he is, even if they are currently the same age, technically. True enough, I know it's something to celebrate, but getting left behind again isn't the greatest feeling. At any rate, whatever apprehension I had flew right away the second I laid eyes on these. They're Professor Claude Epstein's diaries. Is that so? Anya's always keeps the final volume on her, so these must be the rest. You can really tell her great-grandfather was a great-grand scholar, too. Get it? Great-grandfather is a great-grand scholar? I appreciate the wordplay, Fairy. He'd certainly need to have been to create the Ocgeneses. Right. There are records here of how they were utilized in experimental observations for the invention of ornaments. There's a lot to be learned from these writings, and what's more, they also describe his values as a scientist and technician. Lance, welcome in. Thank you for floating at your mana. I hope you're doing well. Fairy noting down that you like wordplay. Shit, you right. She is doing that. Each and every word holds a wealth of meaning. I can see how Anya's got so engrossed. Thank you for the lurk. And I already said this, but thank you for the hydrate. You don't say. I'd only ever leafed through the last of the bunch, so... Let's see here. Stuff about his research, stuff about his family and assistants. Oh hey, this bit touches on the geopolitics of the time, even as his personal analysis of Calvard. Communication lines barely existed back then, so how do you manage to put this many pieces together all the way in Lemon? Incredible, isn't it? He talks quite a lot about Gran and them, too. Publishing even a portion of these would make for an instant bestseller, don't you think? Probably. Wait, isn't this... What's up? Did you find an interesting entry? It's more that this name feels like one I've heard somewhere before. It says... Farida Al-Fayed. Why does that name sound so familiar? Does Herschel ring a bell? Herschel! Toa! Herschel. That's... May we have a look? Is this about Toa's grandfather? Well, just her grandparents in general. Afterward, the group shared a handful of findings and surprises held in Epstein's diaries. Katja then returned straight back to reading them, whereas Fairy found herself drawn to Anya's picture book collection. Eyes a twinkle. Thank you for Toa, Chris. You're looking at her picture books, Fairy? So Anya's read picture books like this when she was little? That's so cute. What, did you think she grew up reading her grandfather's super hard to read diaries? And there, you ruined it, Chris. To win this game, you're not wrong. I wonder what she was like back then. Thinking about this makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I bet you who she is now is all thanks to these things she learned in these picture books. Probably. Looks like the Prez's private study. Again, Prez of the castle. Right here. It did basically tell us what's his is ours, but this might be pushing it. For those, I'll just take a little self-guided tour for future rep. Let's see if we can figure out who other than he and Anya's are in these pictures. That is definitely him, his wife, and Anya's. Him, his wife, and a little bit older Anya's. And him, his wife, and middle... You don't have them in chronological order, Mr. President. That's for the Prez emote. Or thanks for the Prez emote. Got it. Could almost call this a trail of memories between the Gramharts and the Claudels. Ain't as much of a family man as Victor, but part of me does long for one myself. This must be Prez in his school days. Guy was handsome even back then. I really hope if that's supposed to be his school days that that's not Anya's. Woman on the left is probably Lilia Claudel, Professor Epstein's adopted daughter. She makes the girl in the middle Sophie Claudel. Okay, that's not Anya's. Good. But this isn't Prez's study, so I don't see intern Terriermon or co-host Gengar. You know what? This game takes place before he got those, Crimson, clearly. They say he was in the military before getting into politics. Seems he and the Claudels were basically a family. Lilia had already passed by the time Anya's was born, though, I think. Anya's is around 12 here, maybe? And the president looks no different than he does now. Just look at those three smiling faces. Can't have been too long after this that her mom... Oh, Van! So this is where you went. There's no way this isn't Anya's, right? Yeah, sorry for treading off the beaten path. Not at all. Take your time. Ah, if any book catches your interest, feel free to borrow them. There should be plenty geared towards car enthusiasts, sauna buffs, and other hobbyists. And where's the emotional support Eevee? Because everyone needs an emotional support Eevee. You know what? That's a very good question, Crimson. Nah, I'm imposing enough already. A lineup like this could really hook a guy in, though. I'd imagine so. The way my father used to hold himself up in here and read the days away. Everything's just been gathering dust the past few years now that he's always out. It's honestly kind of a shame. He's still so young there, isn't he? Yeah, it kind of ticks me off that he's been such a looker from all the way then until now. Still, I appreciate the chance to actually see your mom and grandma's faces. I suppose I'd only ever really mentioned their names up until now, thinking back. Pictures are all I know of my grandmother. Still, everybody looks so happy in both of these. Okay, this makes me a little bit, or feel a little bit weird towards Gramhart, because, if the girl in the middle on that left, or rightmost picture is supposed to be her mom, and he's in high school and she is, like, super young here, I don't know. I don't know. He does have a Gengar emote? Oh, Prez. You're talking about Prez again. Hey, same could be said for the one you're in. I have to admit, though, the Claudel genes are a scary thing. There's an 8-year difference between them. Especially at that age, I don't know how to feel about that. By the time it's like your 30s, 8-year difference doesn't feel too bad, but like 16 to an 8-year-old? Please tell me they weren't dating at the time at the very least. I mean, sure, your hairstyles and overall vibes differ. But going by facial features alone, you three ladies are practically carbon copies. You think so? I'd say we couldn't be further apart personality-wise, but 8 years difference, just like Van and Anya's. Very writing down this coincidence. Very much a coincidence. Oh, right, we're still in the middle of making lunch. I just came to ask if you mind us adding Diablo sauce to the sandwiches. Diablo! Chat, the game is telling me that I need to be playing Diablo right now. After receiving Van's response that he was all for the Diablo sauce, Anya's busily vacated the studies. Bleh. Fairy be like, so I can date a guy that's 8 years older than I am. Please don't, Fairy. Fairy writing down that should play Diablo. I should. Oh, you can just treat him like any old dog. Fun fact, sunbathing is actually their means of converting solar energy into power. Is that right? Ahem. Pardon my rudeness. I should have known better after Mr. Kincaid's briefing. Zeros, was it? A pleasure to formally meet. I don't know what this accent is supposed to be. At the time, Sophie was a child, around 7 or 8 years old, and had accompanied her mother, Lilia Claudel, to work at the Artemis Academy, school store in Edith, Calvert. Roy was attending the academy and serving as student council president, prompting him to look out for Sophie like a little sister. This childhood connection eventually blossomed into a romantic relationship once she grew up. Okay, so she was 8 years old, and it wasn't until, like, much later that they actually started to... Okay. Still feels a little weird when, like, you date somebody that you've known since they were a child. But, yeah. President and his aide have already notified me all about you. I will be bringing Alphonse back to the official residence in due time. Until then, you and the young miss are welcome to enjoy your stay. Sure. Keep up the good work. Also, what's your accent? I honestly don't know. A bad one. That's what the accent is. Real sad to see, huh? They say Anya's mom used to take care of it. Mrs. Sophie Gramhart, otherwise known as the granddaughter of the famed Professor Epstein. This garden looks to have been carefully attended to, but how warranted it was another person altogether who first put it together. Fairy writing down that Fairy is writing everything that I say down tonight, isn't she, Chris? The arrangement of the flower beds, the selection of herbs, they bring to mind the traditional designs of the Middle Ages. Someone I was once indebted to had much the same predilections. Oh, yeah? Once. Must be a reason it's past tense. I don't know, but this is running joke is just very funny to you for some reason. You know what? That's fair. Gramhart said this place was built around 70 years back. That's smack dab in the middle of the Third Republic. And the labor district was one of the residential areas they set up at the time. Meaning the original occupant was an individual of great significance, more likely than not. That the house's construction is more modest than luxurious speaks to their upright character. There's a story, I imagine, as to how Mr. Gramhart came to assume ownership over it. Maybe it's at the family house? Yeah, no way there wouldn't be. Am I just imagining things, or does this feel nostalgic somehow? And this isn't the first time it's happened either. Puppy! Oh, yeah? You wanna go, huh? How about some of this then? Let's see you survive my scratchy technique. He's good with animals? Oh my god, I did not expect this to be the case, chat. I was expecting it, for some reason, I was expecting him to be absolutely terrified of dogs. Like, I don't know where I got that, but in my head, I'm like, oh, if Aaron and Alphonse here are gonna interact, he's gonna be like terrified of the dog. Fairy writing down that people should follow and subscribe Jin. Yes! You should too, Chris, if you aren't, you're already subscribed. But once your subscription runs out, you should resub. Just a thought. Man, I've picked up the signs, but you sure are one hell of a dog person, huh? You're poor? Oh, fair. More or less. Same went for my mom, but we had to give up on getting one, with how small the room we rented was. So, to make up for it, we tour our way through the 1st ward to the 7th on a pup-patting spree. 7 days a week. Talk about overkill. It's a miracle you didn't rub him bald. Hey, wait your turn, pet napper. This guy's what, 7 years old? Just because you're both middle-aged doesn't give you the right. Dang, calling a 7-year-old dog middle-aged. Although that's actually kind of accurate. I'm still in my 20s, damn it! Alphonse here sure is friendly with people, though. Only natural with Agnes, but he seems pretty attached to the president, too. Good pupper. Okay, I think that's enough exploring for now. Lunch will be ready soon, I bet. Might as well offer to help make some coffee. Help with lunch has been added to the travel menu. Choosing this will cause the main story to advance. Can I leave?
Not this way.
No. No, I cannot. Real quick, chat. Before I help out with lunch... Fairy writing down that Crimson will come into the chat if you talk about Kingdom Hearts. That is true, he will. In fact, the reason he's not as active right now is because somebody is talking about Kingdom Hearts. Someone he's never met before. Before I actually get started on helping with lunch, I need to go use the restroom. I just used it before stream, but that Mountain Dew that I was drinking is full. Made me full. I will be back in about 2 minutes. I haven't even started the commercials yet, Chris. Oh, we're already in ads. Never mind. Twitch put me in ads without my permission. Okay, I am back. Fairy writing down that she too misses Jin. Damn. I knew that you missed me, Chris. Is Fairy the only person? Is Fairy the only notes taker that you have, Chris? Well, the only Trails character, at least. I've got a couple of note takers, but the only character that like I actually know is Futaba. You've got Fairy, you've got a cow. A few notes. I did, in fact, get a Crystal sub. Chris, you want to know the secret to getting a sub to Crystal? You don't need to do anything, just hang out in her chat. I had one in about 10 minutes. I literally just opened up her chat, didn't say anything, had a thing in like 10 minutes. Don't even know when she goes live. Hold on. We gotta figure out a way to fix this. There we go. There we go. Now you can follow her and you'll know when she goes live. Because that's how that works. Fairy writing down the information of when Crystal goes live for you. Excuse me, she has 2 A's and 2 H's in her name? Gosh. Get it right, Chris. How would you feel it if people misspelled your name by using, say, I don't know, a K or something, instead of the CH? Choosing to help with lunch will cause the main story to advance. Alright then. Guess I'll go see if I can help out with a coffee or something. Actually, that reminds me. You get called a Kaseki couple at least once a week? Damn. The date she put on her resume was July 12th, 1192. That's 3 days from now. I've treated the others on their birthday, so I had to do the same for her. True. Van then went to the kitchen to help make coffee, and was subsequently asked for his opinion on matters such as the dessert offerings. After a short while, lunch was finally ready, and everyone sat down to enjoy the sandwiches Anya's and Rosette made. Those are definitely some sandwiches, chat. No très bien. Fairy writing down that Van loves sweet because of the emote above. Oh, is that Van? In that emote? Yeah, okay. Getting a better look at it. Yeah, you're right. By the way, Anyas, I took a look at your great-grandfather's diaries. Don't worry, I didn't read your diary, just your great-grandfather's. Just learned the pirate job? Yarr! Nice one, Nightwolf. I only skimmed through them, and he didn't write too much about his research, but I was still thoroughly impressed by what I saw. Sounded like an insightful person. He was amazing to think that Professor Hamilton was his mentee. Aww. Hearing all that makes me really happy. I had heard before that he cared a lot for his family, and reading this makes that clear as day. You can tell just how much he loved your grandmother, Lilia. And the messages he left for the generations after hers to you and Sophie are really profound. Fairy writing down that Nightwolf's autocorrect seems to be being nice today. A little bit. He also had a great affinity for his 3 disciples. Naturally, he cared deeply for Professor Hamilton, but I can feel the sense of compassion and trust for the other 2 as well. Excuse me, despite their idiosyncrasies. Fairy is tired of writing? Dang, are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Professor Russell from Liberl is one of those 3 disciples, right? He sure is. Chris, because I put autocorrect in timeout? Heck yeah. The fact that the old Epstein predicted he'd go on to invent the airship is pretty damn wild. Not only that, but he also wrote about the possibility of Professor Schmidt coming up with a railway system. It's almost like he could see the future or something. Maybe that's something else the Genesees could let him do. I mean, the Genesees did let us rewind time. Who's to say that he couldn't see the future, chat? There's little way of knowing one way or another if he could. One thing's for certain, however, he was an incredibly perceptive man. He predicted the emergence of artificial intelligence and the technological singularity, which has become quite the hot button issue. That's very true. I can definitely understand why my mother and grandmother chose to hide his diaries. In a way, he was far too ahead of his time. So much so that he may have impeded the potential of those who came after him. Yeah, might be part of why he never shared them with anyone, including the Epstein Foundation. But I'm sure the main reason ties back to his last words about gathering the Genesees. Recover the Genesees before the year 120X. Else all that we know will come to an end. Hold up, so your great-grandpa used these things, these observational devices, back when he established Orbitech? Which means he had them at the time, but then at some point they were lost or stolen. I didn't get a chance to pore over every detail in the diaries, but I didn't see anything written about that. As crazy as this sounds, is it possible he knew that they'd go missing after his death? Yes, I'd say so. In fact, there's a definite possibility, especially when you consider what Dingo said to us back in April.
That weakness is humanity's original sin. One that the 8th Genesis was built to observe with vigilance.
That is what you said.
Its ceaseless observation persists. It has yet to truly be brought to an end. The forced reset is a byproduct of the Octogenesis.
If only DJ were here to post her Dingo emote. True.
Can only be performed so many times. Its purpose is to achieve the desired observational outcome. Very soon, the other possibilities that were archived from past resets will be designated as the final observational outcome.
Like all of them? All at once? Yeah, that's what he said, sure enough. Though I didn't hear those words directly from the horse's mouth, sound no less disconcerting, even now. I can only surmise that these devices, including this 8th Genesis, which observes humanity's sin, are designed to carry out some function once all 8 are brought together. Yes, I've come to much the same conclusion. However, I cannot help but wonder if there was some reason they were spread all over Calvard prior to having gathered them. Considering his use of the word observation, perhaps some sort of process was being carried out by necessity. This whole thing is all kinds of confusing. But would that mean there was an observational reason behind Almada stealing and using them too? What? No, that's impossible. Much as it pisses me off to say, it isn't. Could be that them turning me into the tyrants of 40 years ago was also they could observe the dark side of humanity. Yeah, same could be said of Pandemonium, which was brought about by the 7th. So they did all that just to see what humans would do? Might have even been trying to observe the diabolic core that I had inside me. Ah. I think it's safe to say that my great-grandfather must have had some purpose for all of this. Humans are stinky, Chris. Maybe he made the Genesis to bring out the ugly side of humanity and observe it. Could be there was some outcome he hoped to achieve. If that's true, then regardless of his reasons, it's possible he wasn't the good, upstanding man I thought him to be. It's possible. It is wrong one. It is very possible. Making the Genesis to bring out the ugly side of humanity. Yeah, no, that is definitely a not necessarily something that a good person would do. Agnes. Honestly, he sounds like most engineers and academics I know. We're all driven to test out our hypotheses. That's right. Regardless of what kind of man your great-grandfather was, it was his diaries that got you to this point. Are you prepared to see this through? Accepting the good, the bad, and whatever he was expecting to find out? Because if you are, then no. We will be right there by your side until you get there. Van. That's right. We'll be with you to the end. Ride or die. Indeed. That goes without saying. Don't stress. We'll always be in your corner, no matter what kind of person your great-grandpa was. His name was Epstein. Dang, you right, Chris. You right. Can't be much worse than our resident sugar junkie who gets his kicks from eating sweets in a sauna. Hey, now. Hey, I've never done that in my life. Sweets are sweets, saunas are saunas, and never shall the twain meet. Wait, don't they cook sausages and roast marshmallows in the saunas in Remiferia? Plus, there's such a thing as stone cookware, you know. Whoa, pump the brakes. I don't want to know this. It's hard enough to fight off these urges. Spoken like a true sugar junkie. Well, at least his addiction isn't so far gone as to be detrimental to his health. Yet. We should devise a plan to rehabilitate him before it grows out of control. They're just planning his intervention with him right here. Hey now. Oh yeah, there's something else I noticed about those diaries. When I was flipping through them a minute ago, I saw the name Herschel. Isn't that like a chocolate company? No, Fairy, that's Hershey. Oh. Ah, so you noticed that too, huh? Isn't that the name of your teacher? Yes, that's right. That's Miss Toa's last name. Toa! There's a famous astronomer from the Empire named Alfred Herschel. I've read several of his works. There's a good chance that he's the person Professor Epstein was referring to. Beauregard looking at Van, just being proud of how far he's come. He really is. Of that I have no doubt. Mr. Herschel was the Dean of the Imperial Academy, the foremost academic institution of the Erebonian Empire. He passed 10 years ago, but I heard that from an early age, he traveled the world to help expand his base of knowledge. He only crossed the path a few times, but I am certain that he was Miss Herschel's grandfather. Fascinating. Didn't realize he was an acquaintance of yours, Master. Next time we bump into Miss Herschel, we should ask about him. I never know what kind of stories he might have passed on. Even if they're not about the Genesis, he might be worth doing a little prodding. I hear she only came back here because of her NGO work. Has she gone on back to Oh, that's Aaron. I hear she only came here because of her NGO work. Has she gone back on to Erebonia yet? No, she's still here. She was supposed to go back at the end of last term like Ren and Julian. If you'd like, I can call her and...
Pardon me, young miss, but 2 of your friends from school are here to see you.
Albert and Odette, I presume?
Hey, Agnes. Wow, you really are home after all.
We sure are.
Black robot dog out in the yard, but we didn't know for sure if you were here or not.
Odette? Albert?
I don't know what they're doing here, but welcome in. Hi. RMS Academy's Student Council President, Albert. RMS Academy's Student Council Vice President, Odette.
Sorry for dropping in out of the blue. We just wanted to come say hi, but we didn't know you had so much company.
You saw the robot dog and assumed she would be here alone? Like, you should have at least expected Catcher to be here.
Blame Albert. He just wouldn't stop moaning and groaning. Ooh, I can't see Agnes at school for a few days. My life is over.
That sounds like Albert, yeah.
I never said that. But I won't deny I've missed you some since exams ended. Both you and Roy, the president, seemed pretty busy as of late.
He's on a first-name basis with President Gramhart? Like, I'm not expecting him to refer to her dad as the president, necessarily. I expect him to be at least a little bit more familiar than that. But I would have expected him to call him her father or Mr. Gramhart.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to worry you both.
Wait, why are you two wearing your school uniforms? Oh, yeah, we haven't been modeled with anything other than the uniform, so we're still wearing them. We have a little council-related trouble to take care of. What kind of trouble? Do you need help? Oh, we should be okay. It's just a handover meeting with a new school vendor, that's all. Ren will be helping us out with it too, so I think we can manage just fine. We can't keep depending on her for everything, you know? Otherwise, we'll never be able to grow out of her shadow. Why not go check it out? Between this morning's 4 SPGs and making us all lunch, I'd say you've more than done your part for the day. But no buts. Work's important and all, but a healthy work-life balance is even more so. You ought to go help out your friends. Show Super Schoolgirl that you don't need no babysitter. I need to make up for lost working time from this morning, so I'll carry the load on for both of us. It'd be less fun with you gone, but we'll soldier on. Let's wage this war on 2 fronts. Van, you guys... Hey, you don't have to go if you don't want to. Not that you wouldn't be a huge help, of course, but... point being, no pressure. Sorry, we weren't trying to pull you away from your work. Please, don't worry about it. You didn't appoint me as your treasurer to slack off when I'm needed. Good luck with the rest of your workday, everyone. I should be able to meet back up with you all later this evening. Good deal. See you later. Very well. Shall we depart for the Chardon District, everyone? I will make a note to contact you once we reach a stopping point this afternoon. Good idea, Rosette. And she's already changed. We stuck around while she got changed, chat. That feels a little creepy. Like, I feel like we should have left.
The train will be departing soon.
But I guess not.
The next train is approaching. Please mind the gap as you board or depart.
Hi, Poppers! How's it going? I'm doing well. I won't speak on other people's behalf, but I am doing just fine. How about yourself?
Truly well done.
Gained 1 SP for releasing the orbital lock.
I'll update your evaluation rank.
Arkwright Solutions is now E+.
Confirm and receipt.
Heck yeah. We got Fortune. Item drop rate plus 30% upon defeating an enemy in command battle.
Can't complain with that.
Achieved an S rank on any chapter from Act 1 onward. Heck yeah.
See? I know what's up.
This time, Aaron's stats have risen thanks to being Employee of the Month. Going good. You've been playing Dark Souls 3? Trying to 100% it, but I messed up some quest lines and I have to redo the story again. Oh no! I was very bad at Dark Souls 3 specifically. Like, I've done a fairly decently in Dark Souls 1, 3, however, no. After parting ways with Anya's, Van's group headed back to Old Town shortly after noon. I beat part 1 of Act 1. I sure did. Allie! How are you doing this evening? I'm sorry I wasn't able to be there for your stream. I lurked in your chat, but wasn't able to really comment. I hope it went well. Thank you for floating your daily mana. Jin and Elaine arrived at Van's office a little before 1 p.m. to swap information, as they agreed to upon earlier.
I see. So you went off your beaten track and did your rounds in the Leva district.
There she is, chat. Allie is tuning into my show. She sure is. A-rank bracer, Beauty's Blade, Elaine Auclair. There she is.
Yep, not one of my usual haunts. Can't say I found much of anything, but there were a couple things that piqued my curiosity.
You're tired? Understandable. Very understandable. I can English chat. No, I can't.
I hear you've been busting your tail on a different case. You find anything interesting?
I saw that you were doing a randomizer between both Metroid, not Metroid Prime, Super Metroid, and A Link to the Past. Did you succeed? Were you able to finish it? Sounds like Elizabeth Maxwell. I'm not sure. Crimson would know. When Prez streams, he has a friend come in named Snow, and she immediately calls him his name before saying anything else. Fair. Fair enough.
Yes, I did. Would you mind if I let him in on this, Jin?
I don't see any problem with that, given that it's related to something we tackled together back in March.
Oh?
March? You don't mean that case, do you?
The one pertaining to that anti-immigration terrorist group?
Oh, these guys. Ooh. She'll insult him when she comes in.
Where we went up against the True Grievance Brigade.
Allie coming in and saying nerd reminds you of Snow. Fair. Fair enough. Crimson, real quick. I know that you would know this. Allie is wondering if Elaine is voiced by Elizabeth Maxwell. Do you know if she is or not? Or who her voice actor is?
It
in
was
the first place?
largest anti-immigration faction before
It
the
is Elizabeth
Guild, your
Maxwell?
team,
Cool.
and the CID arrested the group's every last member.
I'm not the best with voice actors, like, in general. It was the largest anti-immigration faction before the Guild, your team, and the CID arrested the group's every last member. Cool.
Since then, we've caught signs of entirely new anti-immigration factions beginning to emerge.
That's no good, chat.
Seriously?
More terrorist organizations?
Boo!
Afraid so, though we haven't been able to verify if they're genuinely anti-immigration just yet.
Would they be pretending to be anti-immigration?
What we have confirmed is that the groups have been recruiting members who are known sympathizers of the True Grievance Brigade.
Oh boy, lovely.
It's even possible that other anti-immigration groups, both large and small, are banding together to form one massive flock.
It is her, okay.
Holy shit. Are you for real?
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
That's hardly surprising. Due to their small numbers, not even the police are aware that they exist. What confuses me more is that these groups seem to be active outside of the Republic as well.
Sai Nijiba. You know what? Now that you say that, I think you've mentioned this in the past. But now that I'm, like, seeing it, I'm like, she does sound like Sai. And, good to know that I was correct there.
Wait a minute.
That sounds rather similar to a case we worked on before, doesn't it?
The one where Toa helped search for missing migrants from the north, yes? As I recall, the True Grievance Brigade was allegedly looking to scout people of white descent to bolster their rank and file.
Damn, racist.
Then subsequent investigations by authorities revealed there was a different broker working with them behind the scenes.
Correct. And the Grandmaster is Makoto. I knew that she voiced Arian Road. She also voices the Grandmaster in Reverie?
Over the past 3 months, there have been a handful of disappearances that were apparently caused by that same broker.
Interesting.
They hit Remiferia, Northumbria, the Free Cities, and Jirai.
Oof.
We've also heard that impoverished citizens in these regions have been making their way to Calvard. Guild HQ has been watching the situation like a hawk and is urging branches in every country to be on the alert.
Gotcha, Crimson. Understood.
I had no idea all this was happening.
Well, this case
Well,
may appear rudimentary at a glance. It's clear there's more to it than meets the eye.
So they've been kidnapping... Well, no, not kidnapping. Recruiting anti-immigrants.
You mentioned this has been going on for 3 months. That would mean it started around the time the space program was unveiled, yes?
Coincidence?
That's right. It could just be a coincidence, but HQ is concerned about that point too. And while I'm sure they've got their reasons, I'm surprised the CID has been sitting back twiddling their thumbs.
Really makes you wonder.
I've heard you haven't been able to get in touch with Renee lately. I'm in much the same boat. We've approached the CID and requested investigative assistance numerous times, but they keep turning us down. Perhaps they simply are otherwise fully engaged with the space program right now. There goes the budget. Yep, time for me to read. It just seems weird to me. I mean, they're the CI fucking D. Hey, where'd you learn that language? From you, Aaron. Oh yeah, I totally taught you that. They have the manpower to keep tabs on all the Jaeger group activities, including the Warriors of Krugas. I also hear they love hovering over Hayaway, despite the mutual agreements they've got with them. If you ask me, there's no way in hell they'd look up to the other way. There's no way in hell they'd look the other way when there's a new anti-immigration group on the rise. Is there any chance they ask Marduk to act on this on their behalf? You know, 'cause maybe they're too tied up right now? No, I am not aware of any such requests. Even with the recent launch, I was at least given notice moments before. Seems to me they've drawn the line in the sand. So since the CID is being about as helpful as a car without wheels, I'm guessing you're here to ask if we can work together like we did back in March. Oh? You guessed right. Now, we're kind of stretched thin at the moment, but we can at least spare Elaine. She just loves working with you. Jin, please be quiet. What he means is that this is the most efficient option, seeing as how we've worked together in the past. Had Fee not been on another assignment, I might have put her forward for this instead. And let me guess, she's working with Reen and Crow and those guys? You say that, but as I remember it, you volunteered within almost a second of the top coming up. Silence. Chat. 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 Aw, you like us! How sweet. No, I only like one of you, and he's the man with blue hair sitting right across from me. Sorry, Genope and everyone in chat, a huge bag of gummies? Ooh, gummies. Yay, we got Elaine on our team! That's the best help we could have asked for. Agreed, Fairy. I'll feel much more at ease the next time we encounter those unusual monsters. Not to mention we'll have a broader perspective with the Guild's intelligence network at our beck and call. Still have to get the go-ahead from the boss, of course. Ball's in your court, Van. Yeah, whatever.
Might not be a permanent thing, but all the same, it's good to have you on the team again, Elaine.
If looks could kill, Jin would be a dead man. He would, Crimson.
Yes.
He would be very
I'm happy
dead
to
right
be
now.
back, Van. It's been a while since I last fought alongside you all. And that's especially true for you, Bearguard. I'm sure I will learn much while working with you.
As I with you. I look forward to seeing the famous Beauty's Blade in action once again.
As do I, Bearguard. As do I. You're more than welcome to make use of my room should you so wish. Mine's free too. Want to try on some makeup together? Thank you for the offer, but I'm worried it would only wear off after working up a sweat. Nah, don't worry about it. Oh, since you're here, can I show you my room? Please? All of them want to get to know Van's girlfriend better. Well, if they're not gonna let me catch a peek, I'll just catch 40 winks instead. Wow, Aaron, were you trying to catch a peek of Elaine? You're becoming more of a slob by the minute. I'm surprised you haven't gained any weight given that you drink every day. I get my late night workouts to thank for that. There's no better exercise than going to Pound Town. TMI, Aaron. Fascinating. You have an abundance of spirit, technique, and physical strength. Yet your dedication and discipline are sorely lacking. I think I shall impart the Kunlun method for controlling one's breathing upon you, like I did Van. Wait, what? No, I already learned breathing techniques from the Gecko School, so I'm good. Nonsense. There's great value to be had in studying the techniques of other schools. Now stand. Gotta say, I'm mighty jealous of you. You've got a wellspring of wisdom and knowledge walking among you. Elaine will have a chance to tap into it, but not me. Ooh, maybe I'll pick up a part-time job here too. Not happening. Don't say heart attack inducing shit like that, man. Oh, by the way, I ran into the CID division's head chief earlier, but I haven't seen hide nor hair of the direwolf lately. Guessing you haven't either? That's right. There's no sign the society's involved with these terrorists either. I think Ren was right on the Mira earlier, but they're finally ready to make their move. Before I go, I wanted to mention you might be contacted by someone else about a separate issue. Okay. Mind giving me some context? Long story short, Guild HQ and Lemon reached out with a few questions about you. Of course, I didn't tell them any of the nitty-gritty bits, like Anya's true identity and heritage, as well as your, condition. Yeah, the whole demon inside. Although the demon's not inside him anymore. But apparently they're real curious about that whole Märchengarten hacking incident, and you're a person of interest. Okay, hold the phone. If they have questions about the Garten, can't you answer them? You and Fee helped out with that case too, in case you forgot. Yeah, right at the end. True, but we only swooped in right at the end. You and your crew were the ones who did most of the work. I mean, if you think about it, chat, they were there for half of the garden. It's just they were there for the half where we did all of it at once. Because of that, a rep from the guild affiliate group will probably reach out to you about it. You want to go about dealing with this is up to you and Elaine. Anywho, I'll catch you on the flip side. Hey, wait! Fine. Guild affiliate group, huh? There's only one organization I can think of that'd fit the bill. Epstein. Damn that muscle-bound bastard.
I heard that.
Do he and Elaine get their kicks from pushing work onto me? Did you now, Elaine? New outfit, chat. Oh my goodness, it's so cute.
I would ask for your thoughts, but I'm sure you'd only say, it's pretty all right, or looks easy to move around in.
Hell no. This looks great on you. I mean, wow, those colors just scream you. And those reinforced white heels are not only practical, but also really damn stylish.
Huh? You really think
You
so?
made her blush, man! She's so cute, chat.
She looks super pretty, doesn't she?
She sure does, Fairy.
Wow, another genuine compliment from Van. He's been on a roll lately.
He has.
If you ask me, this feels like a bid to calm the waters after shoving his foot down his throat.
Yeah, he does do that. One minute he'll act all nice and polite with Nina, then he'll blindside me with some rude comment the next.
Usually she's acting nice towards Nina and then is rude towards you, Judith. I wonder why.
Lest we forget, Mr. Arkwright is still quite young. He may yet have room to develop a sense of tact.
In comparison to his work in martial arts prowess, he has much to grow in that regard. Delicacy is hardly Van's strong suit.
Very true, guys. Very
Quiet
true.
From the peanut gallery. And way to join in on the dog pile, Master.
Moving on. I'll remove my bracer emblem and accompany you for the rest of the afternoon. I'm ready to begin our 4SPG work anytime.
All the time, Elaine.
Good deal. Then let's pick a crew and go solve some problems.
Heck yeah. Well, we can't move Anya's, which is a shame. I can't put Judith down here. Okay, so I have to choose between... okay, only these two are support. This... Oh, 3 supports. No, 2 supports, a third inactive party member, and then 1 more reserve party member. Okay, that's interesting. Do I have the costumes for this game? I did buy all the costumes, yes. You know what? This looks like a decent enough party. Come with both a yellow and blue pendulum. Okay. Very noting that she is happy you took her along with you. Judith's disguise. Oh, hey! Good to know how to change costumes, chat.
Oh.
Gotta see her other costumes. You know, she looks pretty cute in this, too. I don't know, like, definitely this is her color. But she doesn't look bad here, either. That's staying on for the rest of the... What, the bunny outfit or the white coloration? White and red. DJ used the alt color for her playthrough. I don't know if I'm feeling the black hair, to be honest. Embrace Bunny. Imagine Van seeing her looking like this. And he's just like, oh yeah, those colors, yeah, they really suit you, Elaine. Okay, we can have her with her hair down. As well as her bunny girl outfit. Also, her disguise is just her outfit from the last game. You like the red stockings with the white shirt? She looks good in that too, you're not wrong. How do you look with your alternate hair color? Why does everybody's alternate hair colors just kinda suck? Why? I don't know how many alternate hair colors I actually liked. You just kind of look like a generic NPC. Although I guess with the purple, you look okay, but... What was your alternate hair color? Red. Okay, you don't look too bad. They also changed your eye color to match. Ooh, the temptation to make her wear red and white is there. I'm not gonna lie, chat. You know, I'll break my no costumes rule, because I think, like, she just looks better in the red and white than the black and green. Which is kind of crazy, considering she's worn black and green the entire series up until now.
Agnes isn't here? It would have been nice to work together.
I couldn't see her much this morning either. Why don't we swing by the Aubert district and say hi?
Just remember, you're both well-known celebrities. Try not to draw too much attention. That goes double for you, Judith.
Why are you singling me out? I'm always careful.
No, you're not. Hi, Paulette.
What would you like?
Peach tartatine. Yes, please. Welcome, Elaine. Helping our quiet solutions out, are we? Oh, and how was your takeout the other day? To your liking, I hope? Yes. It made for an absolutely delicious lunch break. I hear you've been stopping by on your own lately. Beauty's blade, blending in with the common folk. She comes by quite a bit, even when she doesn't have any business at your office. Sometimes we'll even get to talking about you. Paulette, please. Oh, my mistake. That was supposed to be a secret. What could they possibly be saying about me? They're both talking about how they both want to marry you, Van. I forgot to put Judith back in her regular colors. You definitely look better in your yellow than blue. White and blue. You just saw Jelmok do this? I thought you said he was way ahead of me. Is he only like a little bit ahead of me?
Thank you all for stopping by.
Kisara! I'm home. Welcome back. Whoa! Someone's exhausted. Oh, right. The on-site repair service launched today, huh? Looks like it's got you running on fumes. Still, this is a pretty big step, especially by Rebecca standards. He's only a bit ahead of me. Got it. Thanks, Kisara. I did my best. Well, that's worth a pat on the back. Come on, you two. Why don't we have ourselves a late lunch? Sounds like a plan. Got anything good for me?
It's so scary outside.
It kind of is scary, Rebecca. You're not wrong. Chat, why is the outside so scary? Interesting. Just used to Elaine's outfit in this because of watching DJ play through this. Fair.
Come again.
Actually, I should probably buy at least one of these, even if I don't wear it.
If you want. It's so scary outside.
You are not wrong there. Amethyst ring grants quick for 4 turns when HP is low. Item drop rate 30%. We have one of these.
Thanks. As always.
What's in the bargain bin? Did I miss anything last chapter? No, I did not. We got everything.
I hope to see you again. Allow me to assist.
That's the same thing that she just told me.
I hope to see you again. Allow me to assist. I hope to see you again.
I just realized they have the exact same shop, except he has the bargain bin. Interesting. Do I need to stop by the bathhouse again?
Just gotta check out that rock.
Answer is yes, but like...
I appreciate you
do
always...
I need... Oh, now Anya's mom is also charging me 500. In the last game, Anya charged 500, but her mom charged 200. Now everybody charges 500. Look at Elaine there, chat.
Feels quite pleasant.
Ah.
That really hit the spot.
Was there an achievement for that one? No.
We just gotta check out that rocket launch.
Wait, can I actually explore the... No. But they are in fact mapped out. I guess they're not actually like modeled, but they are mapped.
There's no place quite like home.
There's no place like home. No 4 SPGs or particularly curious cases to speak of. Not that the piece at home's anything to complain about. Would you prefer we head to the other districts on our docket in that case? Yeah, especially the ones we couldn't make it to in the morning. Let's get checking along. Like the Riverside? We didn't go to Riverside. What the? Never seen this number before. Before I go, I wanted to mention you might be contacted by someone else about a separate issue. He did say that. Don't tell me.
My apologies for the sudden call. Am I speaking with Mr. Arkwright? This is Altina Orion of Forest
Altina.
Strategic
Okay.
Research Laboratory. We met yesterday at Marduk headquarters.
Oh, so it's you. Hi, Altina. Hey, Altina, did something happen? It is a pleasure to speak with you again, Miss Orion. Might you perhaps have some business with my employer? It is Allie. Different from Princess Allie, but an Allie all the same. Thor's alumnus, and a former intelligence agent of the Imperial Army from what I've heard. That's one hell of a resume for someone around Anya's age. It seems that the military academy is not where her present affiliations end, however. She sure is pretty, though. Looks like those would make a killer splash on the silver screen. Looks like those would make a killer splash on the silver screen. Allie, it's you!
As it happens, I am not contacting you today as a representative of Thor's.
Altina, aka Allie, as some people called her.
Rather, I have a request from the Epstein Foundation's Crossbell branch, of which I am an associate member.
Crossbell mention, chat! What do you need from us, Allie? Smells like mystery and
to the
sweets.
office for this convo. Had a feeling it was gonna get involved. You seriously aren't pulling our legs here, though? The garden's been taken over again?
Wow, what a coincidence, chat. They wanted to bring this back, so...
The Merhian Garten, the VR simulator developed by the Marduk company. Jin did mention this to me in passing. That said, I find it difficult to believe Marduk would throw the task of reclaiming their own service over to the Epstein Foundation.
True.
Agreed. But unfortunately, those are the facts.
Damn, that sucks.
I can confirm this as well, after having inquired into the matter myself. In April, we, alongside a number of allies, eradicated the source of the Merhian Garten's anomalies.
And yet...
That following May, it received a major bug fix update. And in June, just prior to the beta version's release, a certain force struck.
Somebody has to be leaking this at this point.
And now, the Merhian Garten has been usurped once more.
Remember the thing I said I didn't bother finishing up and would go back to and never did? It's the garden?
Not to mention, it wasn't achieved through a backdoor method, like the Garden Master did via a Genesis. Though it wouldn't be accurate to call it legitimate either. They've used the latest hacking techniques to seize control.
I'm surprised that Anya's isn't here with us to hear about this, but okay.
Oh shit? Isn't Marduk's net tech supposed to be some of the best on the continent?
And the Epstein Foundation should be their rival on that front. So why dump this whole thing into their laps?
Well, not the whole thing, technically. We'll still be providing some bare-bones user assistance.
What's up, Mirabelle?
Couldn't even go one day without popping up out of the blue again, could you?
Developments such as these are the sort I would prefer to be informed about beforehand.
My bad. General Manager's orders were to let the Foundation take the lead on this. I'll stick around while things get off the ground and then turn over the reins. That a-okay with you, Altina?
Yes, of course. The handover is not yet complete, after all.
Thank you kindly.
Fair.
Now, the picture's worth 1,000 words, so here's a peek at what's become of the Merhian Garden.
Crimson, you can just end it with I love Elaine. And that would be very true.
Grim Garden.
Well then.
The name certainly does suit its new appearance.
Sure does.
Emblem. There's no question who it belongs to.
Gee, I wonder what that emblem is, chat.
Are they even trying to be subtle?
The Society of Ouroboros. We've encountered them several times over this past year. Does this mean the Oathbreakers hijacked Marduk's systems?
Somebody in Ouroboros has. It doesn't strictly mean that it was Harwood.
Yeah, so that's the part we're stumped on. The Oathbreakers no tech whiz, though, so I'm leaning towards some of their other big shots being behind this.
Oathbreakers no tech whiz? Ouroboros does have some insanely high technology, though. You got halfway through it and just focus on the story. remember not hating the gardens in the last game.
I've heard the Society utilizes an enigmatic system language known as the Astral Code. No doubt they have specialists capable of handling such technology.
Yes. The Epstein Foundation is currently mobilizing its own experts to analyze the situation. To be perfectly honest, however, this takeover is progressing at a pace we can't hope to match. What's more, when the Society hijacked the Garten, Marduk completely isolated it from the general orbital network. It is now accessible only via Marduk's communications satellite, the Foundation's research channels, and the Society's Astral Code network.
I see. I know Chris liked it and finished it, and so did DJ. I mean, to say that Chris finished it and that he liked it are two different things. I remember him saying that he didn't care for the Merkian Garten in the last game.
The Foundation's trying and all, but there are these beefy protections set up at key points in the system.
So unless they've made some changes to it, I don't know how much he actually liked it in this game either.
That ain't even the stickiest part. From what we learned, those protections can only be removed by capturing the Garten's internal domains.
So you expect us to be your troubleshooters again. Not too in love with the idea, frankly.
I concur. Though Marduk aside, I can't help but sympathize with the Foundation.
Incidentally, Marduk approached us offering to release some of the Zypha Standard's core technologies to the public in exchange. Given the Foundation's mission statement of spreading orbital technology across the continent, it was an offer we couldn't refuse.
I see.
Kind of a slimeball gambit there.
Even as their employee, I must concur.
Can't lie, we're real stinkers.
You said it, Mirabelle.
It is true, though, that Marduk's got no resources to spare, what with our full involvement in the space program. Sure, the network's closed, so we could just look the other way, but wherever the Society sticks its fingers, the Guild's not far behind.
That is true.
Yeah, well, since they're backed by the Foundation, passing the baton over just makes sense, you know?
In that sense, this matter has no direct relation to anyone at Arkwright Solutions. It's simply that given your previous success in fully recapturing the original Garten, the Foundation believes you are the best candidates for this task.
I suppose.
I believe the Foundation can pledge both satisfactory compensation and technological support.
Compensation, I appreciate.
Would you be willing to consider our request? Or 4SPG, rather, in your terms?
We got a lot on our plate, too, so I can't promise we'll take on the whole kit and caboodle. Still, no harm in us giving things a once-over to start.
That is true.
You're certain it's no bother?
Yep. We lost track of what the Society's up to, and this here might give us a lead.
True, but we also haven't really been paying attention to the Society for a few months.
The rest of you guys cool with that?
Uh-huh. It should make for good training, just like before. Not to mention the rewards.
No objections here either. I'm rather curious about the Society's hacking technology.
Sounds like a pain in the neck.
Be good to learn
ass,
about,
and
for
everything
sure.
in between. But hey, getting to sharpen our battle senses during off hours isn't all bad.
Yeah, why not? I'd like to know how they managed to heist a whole virtual space.
Every
They did it.
adversity Celise and Leon faced in this garden has me inclined to take a stab at it myself.
I forgot they were in the last game, chat.
Naturally, you can count me in as well. I can't turn a blind eye where the Society is involved.
No, you cannot, Elaine. Not because you're a bracer,
You have our
at least.
gratitude, everyone. In that case, the first order of business will be to issue you an authentication ID in the form of a provisional contract.
Oh, and let me send this app over while we're at it.
Be a good idea. Grim search.
Grim search? Don't tell me.
Now we can find Grim tokens while we're doing our shard searches instead of shard tokens.
Could this be a new version of the shard search we've used before?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. It's been specifically tailored for the Grim Garten. Because of the Garten's current makeshift series of connections that span 3 different organizations, the old access points are somewhat unstable. It is for this reason, presumably, that special tokens and portals are being newly generated across urban areas of the Republic.
Yep, so we can keep finding the tokens.
Those
And new
Grim
entrances.
tokens and Grim portals, name-wise. Oh, and just so you know, the portals are orbital net nodes, same as the gates that granted access to the Merhian Garten. And the tokens are fragments of Garten resources, just like the ones used for all those cube analysis goodies.
Wonderful! So it's basically the same thing.
Got it. So step numero uno is to ferret out one of those grim portals then.
I'll link the app to our standard protocol shard search. Let's scour around Old Town to start.
Excuse me. Good idea. Shard search version updated. Each district contains its own grim portal at a specific location, as well as grim tokens that can be collected. Shard search can help you find grim tokens or G tokens that are hidden in the environment. G tokens unveiled by shard search can only be picked up while shard search is activated. Some places contain more G tokens than others. Acquired G tokens can be used in the Grim Gardens. They may also appear as an AT bonus for battles in the gardens. Yep.
Now where?
Turns out I cannot, in fact, get
Search time.
tokens
Swallows look like they'll be leaving the nest soon.
from within.
That's odd. Would you like to try a shard search?
This way. Let's go, everyone.
Performing shard search.
Oh, there's some. 1,000! Probably just giving me a few for free, but also.
Performing shard search.
Ha ha ha!
Got a hit.
Grim Garden access achieved. So, is this one of those Grim portal things? Its appearance differs drastically from the ones we used the last time Marduk petitioned our aid. Just a little bit, yeah. Extremely. Yes. I would call its design rather antiquated, dating back to the Middle or Dark Ages. I suspect it reflects the personal aesthetics of whichever society member is behind this takeover. Guess it takes all kinds to make an evil organization. Hey, not like they don't already have people waltzing around in bougie fur coats and gothic dresses. Yeah. Alright then. Can't go letting down our new big-time client, so let's ready up and access the portal. Oh yeah, and we'll want to call our office sitter over too while we're at it. Come on, Katja.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Woohoo! 3,000 G tokens and 3,000 Mira.
Search time.
Yeah, we should probably go inside the garden. Start game. I was hoping I'd be able to, like, do the cube thing. What is this place? It certainly has ambience. A bit too much, even. Grim Garten Gateway. Interstitial Mimina Dubba. Huh. This and the Heilong Chengjai have the same abandoned ruins vibe going on. It definitely matches the ancient castle look on the outside. At any rate, this area appears to be a hub from which we can launch our incursions. Yep, that's about the size of it. Gotta level with you though. Why the enemy even bothered setting this place up is a real head-scratcher. That aside, the Foundation's project team has managed to secure this gateway. For our initial 4 SPG, we'd like you to retake the first domain located just beyond here. Works for me. Little trial run should give us an idea of how far this strays from the Merhian version. Let's get the ball rolling as soon as we're ready. Yes, it may be necessary to rearrange the members of our strike team beforehand. So, this Garten is a place founded upon fixed codes and rules, is it? I shall strive to be of some use on my first foray with it. About the garden. The Grim Garden is a bonus dungeon with minigame elements that progresses separately from the main story. Though mandatory during the first half of the story, it can afterwards be continued optionally at your own pace. Clearing it when possible is recommended, however, and doing so will unlock narrative-relevant side stories and a variety of content useful for progression. And Crimson just said, nah. Press L2 to change your party for the main story in the Grim Garden and adjust each party member's equipment. I'm surprised that I don't have access to Anya's here. Like, again, she's not with us for the story, but you'd think she'd be with us for the garden. This is the area selection screen. Ah, so it shows us ascending the castle as we make our way through the garden. By the way, is this piece me? Yes. That is the player character. It was provided by the Foundation. To be more precise, it is an avatar modeled after you, Mr. Arkwright. Oh, and FYI, the class is called the Shackled Hero. Pretty sweet name, huh? Why do I get the feeling you're enjoying this? That's because I am. Incidentally, access to the garden will be denied if you try using a normal avatar. As the saying goes, when in Calvard, do as the Calvardians do. That's the prerequisite to conquering this world. Well, if that's how the game works, we'll just have to roll with it. Okay, so first I gotta step through the door in front of me, right? Yes, if you would. Oh, I want to see the whole map. Not as big as I was thinking it would be.
The Shackled Hero sets out.
Okay, we got a game board. What is this place? This is the first domains board. The player is allowed to move one tile per turn. There's a max of 3 movement options. Up and right and up and left or straight ahead. Note that you are forbidden from moving directly to the side or backwards. Now please select your destination. You got it. Grim Garden's game boards feature several types of tiles. Mira, G-tokens, treasure chest, palm battles, stat enhancements, mystery effect. Select a tile from the 3 available. Wooden treasure chest that should contain something decent. There are coins here. More funds are always welcome. 300 Mira. Or a consumable. Perform S-crafts 2 times. Slay 5 bows. Activate 2 devices. Let's go for the treasure chest. G tokens. Not bad, not bad.
Treasure.
And then sure enough, we can only go forward. Treasure acquired. Well done. I get it now, so I just gotta go one step at a time. But what's that up ahead? That's a door square. There's a core mechanic of the Grim Garden. Every door leads to a miniature dungeon with varying structures. As you traverse, you'll have to complete missions that change from door to door. That part's the same as the Merhian Garden. Alright, let's get down to business, you guys. Good luck!
Forward.
Let's enter the door, chat. Do not be afraid, for you will be the one who opens the door. Elfenwald, the Spectral Forest, Grimgarten, First Domain. How beautiful. Though not much less creepy than the castle part. Yes, perhaps a society member in charge truly did cater it to their tastes. Either that or it got influenced into being this way on its own somehow. Yeah, like how it was with that wannabe demon lord we found at the innermost depths of the Merhian Garden. Your heart is the most mightiest weapon of all. It's true, Crimson. Van, you speak of the copied Apocrypha text used by the Garden Master, yes? There's masquerading as vagrants diaspora, I'm told. Yes. We managed to defeat it with the help of a few others, thereby setting it free. But the transformation taking place this time is even more bizarre than back then. We can't afford to take this lightly. I was in fact quoting Kingdom Hearts 1, correct. You are correct, Crimson. Still, this first domain doesn't seem all that expansive. The protection's probably set up as an endpoint. Let's sweep the place up, Guardians included. Tamam! Let's find out exactly what the Society's trying to accomplish here. They're just trying to test us, clearly. About the 3 higher elements, we know about those already. Time, space, and mirage may be active in certain places with great spiritual energies, such as the Grim Garden. Monsters in these areas can be strong or weak to these elements, and the power of time, space, and mirage arts is increased. Be aware that these locations also add unique AT bonuses, such as ones that allow you to inflict status ailments. Come to think of it, about that awakening thing Van can use, I should be able to make it work with my Grimcat powers too. Time to show myself off in full wild mode. Judith can now transform into Grimcat in the field. She can transform in the field, chat! Doing so will transform Judith into Grimcat, just like when Van's Qigong technique. It will provide speed and attack buffs while gradually restoring HP. In command battles, this will add additional arts affinity damage to normal attacks and crafts. Completing the main objective will unlock an access gate. Completing sub-objectives will provide additional rewards. Objectives are shown on the mini-map with additional progress info displayed on the right side of the screen. Slay 5 foes in the field battles, activate 2 devices.
Brace yourself. That one is a brute. Prepare yourself for a fight.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Gotcha! Deploying shards.
Dual arts are arts with 2 elemental affinities. Cosmic thrust. Yep. Either element is a yes. You bring that up. I wonder why, chat.
Have some more. They're stunned.
I need some help, Bear Guards.
Make some noise.
Let us move.
Sure thing. On the house.
Begin reset.
Activating skill.
Follow my lead,
And this should hopefully finish him off.
Oh, I'm sure I could do better.
Aaron learns a new skill. Although I get the feeling that was an old skill, chat.
Take care. That's above an A-level threat. Eagerly await your performance.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
I'm all for it. There. Got you.
Now, let's finish the job.
There. There. There.
Ready to roll.
There. Eat this. Grimcat, coming your way.
Stay calm and work through it.
Huzzah! Can we
Initiating search.
deactivate it? I don't think so. Oh, hold on. Ah, that just took me from one side of the board to the other. Cool. Or not the board, the field. Imagine if we do the entire thing without actually getting 2 S-crafts. We just clear out the entire field and don't get 2 S-crafts in.
I do hope everyone is well.
Prepare yourself for a fight.
I will say I already like the new aesthetics of the garden.
Incredible aura.
Keep it going. Activating skill. This one's a real showstopper.
Ooh, new S-craft.
Now for the climax.
Very similar S-craft.
I need some help, Bear Guards.
And you 2 have taken barely any damage.
Initiating drive, baby.
Here to support.
Initiating drive.
I leave the rest to you.
I'll handle taking point.
Give you some aerial dust. Good dodge, everybody.
Give us this. Please. Go for it.
Make your move.
My chance.
Should probably go for Azure Sun right here.
I ain't showing any mercy.
Ooh, we gotta use Knights of Arcadia.
Azure Sunray!
Go for it, Elaine! Unlocked!
It's not Asteria anymore. It's Arcadia.
Engaging skill.
Wings, guide me. Knights of Arcadia!
Boost gauge upgraded.
So pretty, chat.
Make your move.
I go.
Make some noise!
All or nothing. Cosmos, Howling Ruin, Universal Impact.
Beautiful.
The roof off the boost gauge.
We completed the floor, but we still have some side objectives to clear out. Okay, we don't actually get our rewards
Taking point.
until
In your dreams. Ready for my close-up.
Come back when you're stronger.
until we've left the area.
Display, Bear God.
Where? There we are. Some G tokens. Okay, now we've cleared all sub-objectives. Let's finish off this fight.
Have the initiative.
Engaging skill.
Bear God.
Aye.
Too slow. Here to support.
Activating skill.
Pitiful. Easy target.
Heck yeah.
Break it up to 11. Make some noise!
Oh yeah, I might actually want to use some of Elaine's abilities. That might be useful.
I will always.
Okay, so we can either go through another full battlefield like that. That's the full boss. We get objectives in the boss. I'm just now, like, realizing this.
What'd you expect?
1,000 G obtained with Shard Search, 2,000 obtained with Shard Search.
Shock one
Portal
up.
found, 50
Good
enemies
stuff.
felled on the field. Do I have to
Enemy
leave
suppressed.
via the
Analyzing data.
portal?
Brace yourself.
Citria,
That one is a
leveled
brute.
up.
Stage cleared. Job well done.
Wonderful. Give Magic Droplet, Gold Skill Stone, and Spirit Droplet. Use the craft enhancement Mysterious Stone that can strengthens S-crafts.
What's next?
We'll go to a mystery tile. Hope that we don't trigger a trap. Granted Adios' blessing.
Ha! Kicking it into high gear.
I think that was tower? Can anybody heal right now? No. No, they cannot. Well, no, she has access to breath. You have 99 art strength, or 109. Katra has 109 art strength. No. Refreshing now. Put you on the front lines. Katra can be in my back row.
Let's do this.
Need to win within 40 turns. And without anybody dying. That will probably be the hardest part. I do have some Celestial Bombs if... Oh, the only revive... No, Celestial Bomb is a revival item. Never mind.
Let's take a quick breather there.
It's just straight up a heal all button.
There, all pepped up again.
Gotta look at all of my new skills, chat. Or rather, old skills, but how they're reanimated. Watch out! Boosted threat. What the heck is that thing? Some kind of giant bat beast? Or wait, it's more like... That is no mere monster, but a fiend. No, it may better be described as a demon. Dark Valron, the covetous winged demon. Increased spiritual presence pressure confirmed. Threat level estimated to match or exceed that of a mid-ranking cryptid. This data density is way too high for just a simulation. Don't let it shake, you guys. Pull together and kick its ass. To Mom. Prepare to be vanquished, wicked Jinn.
It's a guardian. We can defeat it.
Yes, ma'am.
You're up, Aaron.
Now is an opportune time to boost.
Is it now?
Feast your eyes on me.
You won't.
Thank you, thank you.
Now's a great time for a shark boost.
Go all in on him.
Can I hit all of you?
Let's party!
I can only kind of hope that this also hits Judith, but it did not.
Now or never.
That is, of course, very sad.
All eyes on me.
There's nothing I can't swipe. Grimcat coming your way. Now or never. Activating skill.
Have some more.
Ow, rude.
Go all in on him.
I'll aid you.
Here goes! Blink and you'll miss it. Soar for me!
Phoenix dance!
Boost gauge limiter released.
Usuke's limiter up.
How dare you!
Focus unleashed.
Let's party! Go all in on him.
Lord Ortis, not Oates.
Engaging skill.
Light. Cut the dark. Taking point. Pressure him and move in.
Engaging skill.
Lord. Ortis.
I owe you one. I'll take that.
Storing 30 CP to everybody in the party is pretty good, chat. Just saying.
Take this!
Oh, you didn't go after Van?
Won't beat me. We should go on the attack.
Wonderful! You have an Arthur vulnerable to.
Do I?
Engaging skill.
Light. Cut the dark.
Oh, missed!
Aaron.
Boo! One moment, chat.
Let's party!
Sorry, chat. Give me just a moment. Testing. There we go. My microphone wasn't turning on for a second there, chat. Had to turn my whole headset off and on again. You miss Jen? So do I, Chris. I also miss me. Fortunately for me in particular, I am back.
Let's party! Cypher, active there! Get zapped!
Please tell me you actually got your speed lowered.
Eat steel!
We are halfway through our turn count. Oh, it counts every individual turn. I forgot about that part, chat.
Pull out all the stops.
And then you have insight. I don't know how to break your insight. I might not be able to at the moment.
You got this.
This is it. Kaleido? Fencer! Aaron!
We should go on initiating drive.
Cypher, activate.
I might not be able to do this within 40 turns after all, chat.
Initiating drive.
Get zapped.
Taking point.
I mean, maybe though.
Zypha, activate.
There.
Considering the fact that I don't think it counts the turns if I,
Activating ZOC. Initiating drive.
Get zapped.
I'll aid you.
Bring it on.
Zypha, activate.
Ow.
I ain't letting up.
Activating
I'll dice you up. Here goes.
Follow that up with a Shadow Spear.
Activate.
Eat steel!
Illusory swords.
Push back.
We are dealing decent amounts of damage. I don't think we're gonna hit it in the 40 turn range, but we are not completely useless.
Sword for me. Phoenix dance.
Boost gauge limiter
Fill them with
released.
holes. Here goes.
Show them what you got.
I ain't showing any mercy. You're getting the full course. Azure Sunray. There's it, Elaine.
That's a good amount of damage, chat. Oh, we don't have any. Are you already? No.
Show me what you got.
Seal mute, side attack bonus.
Pull out all the stops. Balls in your court.
Light! Cut the dark! Here to help.
Everything's good. Yeah, everything's fine. It was something. It was a thing to do with family. It's all good. Nothing that you guys need to worry about. To be honest, I see that my turn counter has gone away because we passed the 40 turn count. Chat.
Please cover you. Get ready. You're done. You're up, Aaron.
We should go on the attack.
Here goes. Keep moving, Van.
Activating skill.
On the house.
Have my aid.
We have your aid, huh, Bear Guard? Oh, we do see our turn count.
Watch it. They're about to strike.
HP do you have 9,700.
Balls in your court.
Light. Cut the dark. Aaron.
Missed.
We're in for something.
We'll go with actual vandalize rate instead.
Brace yourself. Vandalize! Ray!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Ow.
Get zapped!
Please.
much HP do you have? 5,000 HP left. I guess we do have Grim Knight Rouge.
Show me what you got.
Do I think I can deal 5,000 damage? I think I can only theoretically do it with Grim Knight Rouge.
Pull out all the stops.
Wonderful! You have an Arthur vulnerable to.
Show me what you got.
Activating skill.
This one's a real showstopper.
I need this to deal 5k.
I hope you're ready.
Which, considering the fact that it's only one hitter, I think.
Grim Knight Rouge.
Okay, it deals a few damage. Oh, 41 turns. And you're healing! Boo!
Initiating drive.
At your service.
Initiating drive.
Quit healing, boss.
Illusory swords.
Balls in your court.
At your service.
Make your move.
You'll be sorry for that.
Okay, well.
Pitiful.
Get to it, Eau Claire.
We don't have enough for breath. Shit. I didn't think about that part.
Yeah. Van, your turn.
Cypher, activate.
Here to help.
Initiating drive.
Abyssal Flame. We still have the chance to beat him without anybody dying at the very least. But,
I got you covered.
Get to it, Eau Claire.
we've got basically no CP on anybody that's relevant.
Pull out
What if
all
I
the stops.
swapped you out for, say,
I'm pulling out.
I'm on
Fairy?
Activating skill.
It's the end of the line. Yeah! You're finished! Ignis! Rampage!
Woo!
That's
We
how it goes.
did it! Got to learn Serious Impact.
I'm just getting warmed up. Getting this choreo down pat.
We didn't clear out both of the side objectives, but we did do one. Not bad for a blind attempt. A phase change? Or does it finally look like what it's supposed to? Never mind. Whoa, they turned back? What's the deal with that?
Well done, everyone.
We'll explain later. For now, I'll send y'all back to the entrance.
Thank you. Did not win within 40 turns. Shame. Power droplet and some vitality droplets. Rank reward.
No hard feelings.
Just play Florent Bow. Clear one time and complete all boss missions. Clear 3 times and complete all stage missions. Select treasure tiles 2 times. So I get more reward, or I have individualized goals for completing this multiple times. Oh boy, I'm gonna do what I did last game, where I do my first run of each floor on screen, and then if I decide to do multiple runs, I may or may not do them off screen. Afterward, Van and company withdrew from the domain's depths and returned to the gateway of the Grim Garden. Although the inexplicable occurred at the very last second, They were nevertheless informed that their initial request had been successfully completed. So you managed to regain a sliver of control over the first domain then? Correct. The team assigned by the Epstein Foundation notified us as much. Simply defeating the Guardian was not enough to liberate the domain completely. But you did succeed in doing so to a limited extent, as well as discovering a route of attack into the next domain. You kinda lost me there. Basically, the castle's still under the enemy's thumb, except now we can go farther in. Yepperoni! Looking like the tech team's already started their analysis, too. You should be able to reach the second domain once they're done, but... circumstances are a far cry from those in the original Märchengarten. There's this gateway, for one. Not to mention, before we were provided with shops and cube analysis services by the Marduk Company, plus a whole slew of other perks, courtesy of Mirabelle. The craft enhancement feature was a nice touch, and the fact that it extended outside of the gardens was insane. Aw, well, that's just sweet as sugar to hear. But we were the ones who asked you for your help in the first place. The Foundation is currently attempting to restore those services, but the process is largely trial and error. As expected, implementing them will be no easy task due to the high degree of control that the Society has over the garden. However, I'm told that it might be possible to create a backdoor given an appropriate trigger. Well, it ain't like the perfect fix is just gonna drop out of thin air just like that.
Oh, fine. Twist my arm about it. I guess I can help you with this much.
Thanks, Mare. Wait, what? That voice. More gates, chat. Hold on a moment. That sounded like... Actually, before that, what's with these gates? This is the first we've heard that from her since the incident in April. I take it that was Mare speaking just now? I didn't even realize that this is the first time we've heard her outside of combat this entire game, chat. Sure was.
Yeah, just tell me what you want.
Yeesh. Here I thought you were on snooze. You picked the weirdest times to come in handy. Ahem. Not sure why Mare picked now of all times to crash the scene. We'll just put that on the back burner. Anyhow, looks like the shops and cube analysis functions are working just peachy again. Well, that was almost too easy. Not that I mind her bailing us out. Guessing they'll look pretty different from how they were back in the Märchen days, though, huh? Yeah, I haven't heard her since the end of the last game. It's true. It's true. Yes. As with both the domains and game board stages, the designs and specifications of these services have been modified by the Foundation. Marduk support has been renamed to the Epstein Workshop, whereas Mystic Cube Analysis is now Grimoire Decryption. A bit too much effort, it seems, was put into making them theme appropriate, but they're relatively easy to use, so please do give them a try. Sure, shall we go take a look then? They're just through these doors, right? Let's head on in. Epstein Workshop and Grimoire Decryption have been added to the Grim Garden. About Grimoire Decryption, the Grim tokens found during our previous expeditions are items that can be used as Grimoire Decryption. The more Grimoires you decrypt, the greater the variety of items you can obtain. Select Decryption from the menu to try it out by yourself. More gotcha!
Have you come to unravel the wisdom within?
We get to use Altina to do it. G tokens to decrypt the Grimoire. Decryption is performed in increments of 10 with a maximum of up to 100 possible at a time. Only can do 100 at a time? No! Alrighty. 10 decryptions will reward you with 10 different items. Some of these items can only be obtained through Grimoire Decryption. It consumes 3,000 G tokens.
Well...
Press square to view the list of rewards. I only have enough. I guess I only have 1100. Cool.
All right, let's begin.
I guess it all happens simultaneously. You are correct, Crimson. She does look great.
Decryption complete. What do you think?
Okay, we can unlock characters' old outfits if we want to here.
Well,
Assorted grain, some droplets, Cypher covers, Daybreak Panacea,
Alrighty.
Anya's United Hair. Sweet.
you don't have enough tokens.
Not with that attitude, Altina.
Here's the list.
No, really, you don't have enough tokens. Fine. About Epstein Workshop. Press square in the garden to switch over to the workshop.
Make yourself at home.
Alrighty, the shop and other services are officially open for business. We've made some slight changes here and there, so feel free to fiddle around and see what's new. Don't get sassy or she will tell Reen. That is true, she will. Please don't tell Dad. Sounds good. In that case, I'll poke my nose around. The Epstein Workshop is equipped with various shop and recovery functions. Performing various trades using workshop points will increase your discount rate with the Epstein Workshop. Grim Arena will eventually unlock as the story progresses. The BGM selection services will also become available once you attain a BGM. Oh right, if you got skill stones, you can beef your combat techniques. Same drill as before. Except this time, you don't have to log into the garden whenever you want to hanker in to do a tune-up. You can strengthen them anytime, anywhere, straight from your Zypher. How's that for convenient? Can you imagine? Reen's like, Altina, what did you do? Nice, appreciate the quality of life changes. You can upgrade your crafts by using some skill stones, because we don't read the craft menu. Yes, I think I got the hang of this. That about covers it. By the way, I'm fixing to hand over to the helm over to the workshop to Altina pretty soon. It's the only time you're getting support from yours truly, so burn these last moments into your mind while you can. Huh, will do. Costs $1,000.
What can I do you for? Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Okay, we can do all of this as normal. We have access to new ones. Yeah, they told me that I could change the music.
Appreciate your business. We got some good
Actually, hold
stuff
on.
lined up. Appreciate your business. We got some good stuff lined up.
We've got all the usual things.
Thanks a bundle. We got some good stuff
Orman
lined
shop
up.
is
Appreciate
normal.
your business. Trading in your
Workshop points. Workshop points to increase discounts at supply shops. How many points do I currently have? Oh, we have 100, we'll go down to 50. Okay, at least it tells me how much we have. Or how much we need. It doesn't tell me how much we have,
some
though.
Good stuff lined up.
And I can buy things directly here for points. Or sell these for points.
Appreciate your business. You want to play a different song? Alrighty then. Request accepted. Wonder which one's gonna play.
Great question.
Request accepted. Request accepted. Wonder which one's gonna play. Request accepted.
This is a... This isn't the same version of Gin no Ishi that they did last game, for sure.
Wonder which one's
Of course, we're
gonna
gonna
play.
just have everything on random. I don't know why I'm over here
Wonder
like,
which one's gonna play.
let's listen to them.
Wonder which one's gonna play.
Inevitable struggle isn't here
I'm rooting
right
for
now,
ya.
chat. What the hell, video game? Don't you know the best function out or the best song in the series when you hear it? I can do that again on my own time. For now, we're done in the gardens. Now then, can we count on you to continue this undertaking as an additional Forest PG? Well, we never did pick up on the Society's trail or whatever it is they're after. But the pay and benefits sound pretty damn hefty. So we'll work our way through it here and there. Thank you very much. I'm sure the Foundation team will greatly appreciate it. Same goes for the folks on our end. Truth told, I felt bad dumping all this on the Foundation. Mayor button in has me curious too, so I'm gonna look into that when I get the chance. Please do. I shall provide my aid whenever you so require it. See you next time, Altina. Nice working with you again. We'll have to remember to show Anya's around here once she meets back up with us. We shall, Katja. Thank you for your support, Mirabelle. I will attempt to handle matters on my own going forward. You got this, hon. Just don't go stressing yourself too hard, Kay. Looks like you're still on standby for today, but I bet things will pile up fast once night rolls around, huh? I'm afraid I can't comment on that. Now, if you'll excuse me. Must be a lot going down over in the Empire. Nice to see that she's still keeping at it, though. Reminds me of a little how Reset used to be way back when. Baby Reset, chat! Well, no time to waste. I just need to support the project with Qasim. Oh, right. Gotta finish briefing our fresh hires on their assignment by EOD, too.
And so the naive set foot inside, with not one unexpected face among their ranks.
None whatsoever.
Though I am yet unacquainted with all but the Roaring Lion, my hopes are lofty for them, the Shackled Hero included.
Shackled? You're the one who named us the Shackled Hero, Mr. Beheaded Man?
The Professor's self-interest is irksome, to be sure, but so long as that boy can be trusted with preparations on the surface, I will continue to lend my aid behind the scenes. Next comes the second domain. It is yet too early to make introductions, but perhaps I shall have the girl observe, if nothing else.
What is she observing, huh? Mr. Hat? Chad, is that Mr. Hat from South Park? The teacher's little puppet dude? Mr. Garrison's puppet dude? That's who it is? That's definitely Mr. Hat, chat. It went blue. Well, that took its way off schedule. Play trails, you're true. Seems like a case worth our while, though. Not to sound like a broken record, but we should clear through more of it when we get the chance. Agreed. Doing so may give us some insight on the Society's activities. Once again, you have my gratitude on behalf of the Mardu Company. You forgot that I can't read? True, I can't. Don't sweat it. We got plenty out of the deal ourselves. That's enough of that for now, though. Back to the patrols on our agenda. You can now travel outside the old town again. Other districts contain Grim Portals as well, so use your shard search to find them when you can. As the need arises, is what they said. 10 Grimoire descriptions.
Yes.
MVP is Van.
Shock one.
Oh, we're gonna have to go through, get every character at MVP at some point. Okay. Ooh, this game wants me to kind of mix and match my alignments. I'm like just now noticing these here.
It's searching time.
It is kind of wild to me that we get so many shards. Okay, 50 is more along the lines of what I was expecting, not 1,000 at a time.
There's no place quite like home.
Now where?
Let me guess. No? None up here?
Search time.
I thought for sure there would be some up here.
Search time.
This place is so cozy. I might never leave.
Just felt like the perfect place that they would put stuff. Good to see ya. Here to buy some candy. What? Anya, what the heck are you doing here? I didn't even realize it was her until I read the name tag. Surprised. Old lady again asked me to fill in for her. She even said she'd pay me a part-time salary, so I'll be in charge of the store for the afternoon. Is that right? I take it Miss Ginn is out at the moment then? Yeah, she didn't explain what for, but apparently it's too important to miss. Gets me kind of curious, but as long as you're open for business, that can wait. So anyway, Anya, my guess is no, but just in case, do you happen to have any new flavors? His nonchalance is almost impressive.
I'm taking over for today.
We do have chocolates. Oh, I already have those.
Come back soon.
You got it, Anya.
It's looking to be another scorcher.
Would you care for some flour?
Time to go to Riverside.
Let's be on our way.
We can go fishing here, chat. Fish. I imagine those, the board game sections of the garden is going to get a little more complex as the game goes on. Like, there's no way that it doesn't, right? As we scroll down the floors. Even with all the commotion, Riverside itself never changes, does it? Yeah, I came here for Sunday school a lot, and it's really got a way of making you feel like everything's okay. No argument there. So, are we hitting up Bermati's place while we're in the area? That's a no-brainer. If anybody has any new dirt to share, it'll be an informant. Let's be on our way then. Understood,
Riverside.
Elaine.
It's always pleasant around here.
I usually come by in the mornings to work out.
Something smells off, though. Let's take a look around.
It's a concert hall, but they aren't open yet. Dang.
Performing shard search.
1,000 there. Ooh! I wasn't expecting the portal to be over here. I need to heal, and I will eventually. I'm not gonna die while exploring the town. Probably. Oh.
Shock one up.
It's searching time.
Come on by and eat your fill.
We've got 2 shops back to back, one of which has nothing
Have
new.
a taste of my gourmet offering.
My stuff
The other
can't
one
beat.
does have new things.
I'll be waiting for you.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
Ooh. Ah, yes.
I'll give this a try.
Green spots. I've only got 2 bait, though. So maybe don't fuck this up, chat. Just pro tip, don't fuck it up.
A bite. This one's rather big, isn't it?
Got some hazelfish. Ooh, rank A. Heck yeah.
A bite. I got one.
We did. It's rank C, but that's fine. Don't want to use dumplings. You know what? Considering the fact that it'll have a much higher chance of catching one of my, or the third fish, I'm okay with doing this.
A bite. This one's rather big, isn't it?
Gave me the third one. It's the carp. Oh wait, no. Carp was the one that I already got. And I don't really want to be spending my deluxe dumplings on something that I probably already have.
Performing shard search.
Arguably, I shouldn't have spent my initial dumplings, but that's fine.
It's searching time.
Spies, there's no things up here. No G tokens. Grim.
Shard search, go.
No Grim tokens.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
I'm sure it is, but I would like to get more bait before I go fishing here again. Can I go to the center marsh? I cannot. If I want to be able to buy more fishing bait, I can buy bait at the gardens. Like that is very much a thing that I can do. I even have the money to do so for now.
It's searching time.
Now where?
Fine, we'll come in here.
Well, well, well! What do we have here if not my favorite fixer crew? It's a joy to see you, Van and Elaine.
I forgot to go to the auto parts shop. Bramati! Hello, Bramati. It's good to see you too. Did you just open up? Seems kind of empty in here.
No, I opened at noon sharp. Honestly, I've had a bit more foot traffic today than I expected.
Really now?
It's usually a ghost bar whenever there's some big event going on, which this time seems to be that project you and your little crew are investigating.
What? How did you know we were looking into that? Don't confirm it, Judith. This guy's a walking, talking gossip magnet, huh? His disposition would not be so unerringly confident unless he had solid grounds for his claim. It's little wonder why Marduk has noted him as a promising informant. I'm gonna go out on a whim and guess you've had someone tailing us since this morning. Oh dear, seems I've been found out. Well, it's whatever, so on to business. You know the drill. Our info for yours. I can offer some of the guild's intelligence as well. Off the books, of course. Yeah, of course off the books. And so, Van's groups exchanged information with Bramati on the space program. They fished for details on the goings-on of the underground entities as they tossed out little scraps they had gathered from Marduk. However, in summary, you've heard nothing about any anti-immigration terrorist groups. Right, that's what we're gathering information on. Moreover, there's no sign of activity from gangsters, Jaegers, or criminal organizations, foreign or otherwise. Do I have that right? Afraid so, hon. There are rumors buzzing about of a new anti-immigration group, but if they've begun making moves, I haven't heard it. Despite the frenzy over the space program and the economic boon that attracted seedy elements, they've been awfully quiet of late. At first, I assumed Kincaid was that the CID was working to ensure nothing came of it. However, I hear they're doing only the bare minimum, yet somehow all is peaceful. Almost too peaceful, in fact. To the point that it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Huh. Not what I was expecting to hear. Well, maybe the calm before the storm. Or perhaps an invisible hand is working behind the scenes. Those are my thoughts as well. Putting the behavior of the presidential office and the CID to one side, organizations like the Marduk and Ouroboros have their own stake in this. It's like they're bracing for something. A something that's hidden before our very eyes. Well, we can be sure of one thing. Whatever it is, it's gotta be connected to the space program. Surely you've got better cards to deal us than that, though, Bramati. Like maybe some dirt on Project Startaker itself? Or that you've been manipulating info and a certain key figure related to it? Also, their identity would stay a secret. Huh? You don't mean the woman who aided us during the rewind phenomenon? Now that you mention it, the two of them were together now and then during the student festival, weren't they? Hermes. And Bramati. Yeah. I've worked with her on occasion as part of my guild work. Actually, weren't you the one who introduced me to her, Bramati? You remembered that detail. Seems that was rather a careless move in retrospect.
I suppose there's no sense in keeping up the pretense. This young lady has been a client of mine for a long time now.
And she walks right in.
Been a while, hasn't it?
It's that woman. I've seen her all over the net. Well, if it ain't the lady of the hour. Major Amelia Haring of the Calvert Aerospace Force herself. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet the real you.
Hey, come on. Stow the sass, will you?
This is Van you're talking to, Hermes? You know he can't do that. Major Amelia Haring, astronaut candidate for the Project Startaker.
But it is good to meet face to face, Arkwright. Same goes for Miss Eau Claire and the rest of your crew. Bramati said I might find you here around this time. Guess he was right on the mark as always.
Sounds about right. Okay, we get it. Your info network is bonkers good. We're all very impressed. I promise this wasn't meant as a ploy to flaunt my skills as an informant. I was only trying to help arrange a little get-together, as I'd heard you hadn't seen each other since the announcements.
Yeah, I also felt bad about slamming the brakes on my delivery business.
Honestly, she looks more like a biker or she looks more like a biker now than she does as Hermes. I've caught up to Jalmok? Okay.
Especially since you were all some of my best customers. Sorry for not giving you a heads up.
I mean, I understand. Nah, we're all good. Water under the bridge. It's crazy to think that history's first astronaut was working part-time as a delivery woman right before. Guessing all that talk about you retiring because of an injury was just a cover story?
No, I really was injured, but I was able to make a full recovery. I got the call to join the project almost 3 years ago, right after the war with the Empire ended. The invitation came straight from Papa, General Haring, at the request of the then soon-to-be president of Calvert.
I see.
He wasn't entirely sold on the idea at first, but I said yes in a heartbeat.
Of course you did. Who wouldn't want to be like, hey, you want to be the first person to go into fucking outer space?
No way was I gonna pass up the chance to be the first person to soar above the skies and into outer space. Still, because of my military achievements from the first day of the war, I decided to resign with a promotion in rank. After a year of hellish training, I grabbed myself one of the newly released Orbital bikes and started up a delivery service. A while later, it was Dingo who introduced me to Arkwright here.
Was it now? Oh yeah, I remember that. Wow, I've seen some buck-wild resumes, but yours takes the cake. But why a part-time delivery driver of all things? I was too busy to go full-time.
Oh, I never thought of my delivery business as just a part-time gig. To me, both that and my piloting work are part of my career. As for why I became a courier, I figured it'd help me become a better pilot and astronaut. That's all.
I don't see the connection. Wait, seriously? I suppose riding an orbital bike does require split-second decision-making, and High tolerance for acceleration. Okay, I guess that part makes sense. But you could just as easily just become a stunt devil? Having to steer with near perfect accuracy at top speeds is not a skill one acquires overnight.
Yeah, and that's why I chose that path. Although I have considered joining Z1 instead.
Yeah, that also would have made sense. You'd probably drive laps around Maxim. Literally.
Figured it'd be fun to bust up that boys' club. But I knew it'd be bad news if I accidentally got famous. Besides, riding the highways and making deliveries within a second, all the while not causing any wrecks, gives me one hell of a rush. It's why I think of it as my calling in life. Even more so than being a pilot.
I see. How fascinating. No surprise you thought about being a Z1 racer, considering your competitive streak. Shame you didn't go for it. You could have eaten their two-bit chump of a top racer for breakfast. Totally! The way she moved that gunship, I felt like I was soaring back on the back of a falcon. A Millennium Falcon. The fuck is a Millennium Falcon, Fairy? I don't know. Why did I say that? Admittedly, I do have mixed feelings about having unknowingly worked with a member of the military, but I'll put them aside for now. Incidentally, I suppose I'm a little late in realizing this, but you're older than most of us here, aren't you, Major Amelia? How old is she? Like 30, maybe?
Please, just call me Hermes like you're used to.
Or sorry,
And I'm
Hermes.
28, so that would make me, what, 3 years older than you?
Still not extremely old, chat.
I guess that goes for you too. Huh, Arkwright?
I mean, you're not wrong, but... It's funny how friendly you're acting after pulling one over on us. You really ain't gonna let us draw a line in the sand, are ya?
Nope. That's just not my style. Plus, I can't very well go losing my best customers, now can I? Once this project is over and done with, I'll be starting up my delivery service again.
Of course you will.
I'd like it if we could still do business then. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Will you? Fine then, you've done a lot for us, so I'll be looking forward to your grand reopening, Hermes. That's why I need you to watch yourself out there. Not sure this project will go like they said it would during the announcement.
Your nose is as sharp as ever, Arkwright.
It really is.
You know, you may be a few years younger, but you're totally my type. How about we make this relationship a bit more intimate?
I'm sorry, Major. I have a girlfriend. She's right here. Oh la la. What the hell, lady? The helmet comes off and suddenly you're Miss Grabby Hands? It's not right for a man and woman to get so touchy-feely before marriage. Exactly, Barry. How does it feel being in the goddess's favorite, you bastard? Anything to say for yourself, Anne? What? Why me? Now, here's a familiar sight. Though I do get the feeling she's not being entirely forthcoming with us. Yes, we can hardly accuse her of being deceptive. It's only natural there are matters she's not at liberty to disclose. Indeed. Moreover, her desire to see Mr. Arkwright and the rest of us did appear to be genuine. You know she did that on purpose, she so did. After wrapping up the conversation, Major Amelia, also known as Hermes, took a seat at the bar to unwind a bit. Van's group opted to rest for a little while longer before eventually resuming their investigation. She's like, I know the history behind him and Elaine. She certainly does. Totally.
Order whatever you like.
I will take one of you and one of you.
See you later.
Go around the sign, Elaine. Thank you. I forgot to go to the auto shop.
Can I help you?
We got a gift for Van.
Come again.
Also, chat, don't think it's lost on me.
Chalk one up.
I probably have said this before, but don't think I was lost to the fact that his name is Van, and he's a car enthusiast. Well, I think I know who I'm hanging out with next time, but not right now. High-end wax for polishing your beloved vehicle without leaving a scratch. A little something for me.
Gotta treat myself every
Heck
now
yeah.
and then.
Support effect plus 10%. Sweet. Glass ball with one of the Septian planets floating inside. Why don't I give this to Rosette?
Thank you very much.
I will treasure it forever. I got another achievement for... probably for doing so many of the things, but... No, I don't want to leave. Huh? What's that? It sounds like propellers. That's not your voice.
Apologies for the wait. Here's your delivery.
The latest model of small-scale drone, and it appears to have been designed for deliveries. Huh. So you can deliver stuff by drone now? Who would have thought? Did you order something recently, Van? Nah. Got no idea what this is about. Oh? Getting a call? Who's this from? Sup? My name is Rains. I'm technically a member of ZCF and Liberal. Yo, it's Rains. Glad I found you guys. I got something to talk with you about. His voice matches that of the drones. Yeah, seems like it. So, is it safe to say that you're the one controlling this thing then? What's this all about? As a matter of fact, I'm handling a request from Hermes, the delivery lady. Did you know she stopped her delivery service for a while? She stopped paying her delivery service for a while? Yes. Although we only just heard about it. We definitely didn't know that she was going to have to do this on account of her going into space soon. What? Never mind. Well, that timing works out pretty nice. So yeah, basically she's asked me to help out her clients while she's off. And instead of by bike, I'm making deliveries with our latest model of ZCF drones. Gotcha. Well, if you're subbing in for Hermes, that's a welcome thing to hear. Her name is Hermes. Whatever you say, Rains. On top of that, it's clear you're no simple entrepreneur. Pretty damn suspicious if you ask me. Seriously. And the cherry on top is that the guy isn't even trying to hide how shady he is. Heh. That's just how things are in the real world, kiddos. Anyway, if you ever need anything, you just give me a call and I'll get it to you anywhere here in Edith. For the time being, let me present you with this as a token of our new friendship. And accept the package from the delivery drone. Tyrol Balm? Oh, huh. So that's the kind of stuff you can bring us. You may also be interested to hear that our drone delivery shop has some exclusive product you can't find anywhere else. So by all means, give us a call to order to your heart's content. Hell of a sales pitch, bud. Still, can't say I entirely trust you. But if you're filling in for Hermes, then yeah, I'll probably put your little drone to good use before long. Very likely. In specific locations, you can press L2 plus R1 to access the drone shop. The drone shop's inventory can be updated, though this can only be done in a limited number of times per session. The option to do so will refresh as the story progresses. G-tokens can also be used to surpass this limit. The shop contains a number of unique and unusual products. Common items can be purchased through the shop as well.
Can you believe it? We're gonna go to...
Interesting. I can buy a magic droplet for $80 because it's discounted. He only has one though. Got it. Three free rerolls. Let's do it. More costumes that I'm never gonna wear. Now that I have access to the gardens, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna just buy everything that I can. I can go to the gardens for money if I desperately need it.
Treasures like these are hard to come by, you know.
If you say so.
All right.
Some confidential data theft. Something terrible has happened at our company, and we have to do something about it. Please, can you help us? Meet me at the Riverside Terrace as soon as you can. Well, there's a side quest. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that tonight. I will, however, be doing that tomorrow. Because I'm going to be calling it here for the evening. It is 10:20. I need to start getting ready for bed soon. I'm probably going to do some Grim Garden stuff off screen just tomorrow. Can I save while I'm in here? I could not. I forgot about that. Yeah, I will be doing a longer stream tomorrow, so let's go ahead and save here. And we'll call it there for the night. I guess we'll accept that. Now let's actually save. Oh, let's go look for a good raid target, shall we, chat? Put on some La Musica. Where do we want to go? Ichigo is doing Sky, the remake. It's possible. Hockey's all doing Tomodachi Life. Rai is doing Tomodachi Life. Magnet is doing Lego Batman. I don't know how much I want to be watching Lego Batman because part of me wants to play it at some point. Nintendo's doing Kingdom Hearts. What is your current challenge run? He's doing, he's doing PS2 any percent for Kingdom Hearts 1. I see. You know what? Let's go raid into Trails. Let's go raid Ichigo, Natsuko, Trail Streamer, raid Trail Streamers. As always, chat, we can use these two messages to go and show some love. I hope everyone has a fantastic night. As I said, I will be back with this tomorrow for a little bit longer of a stream, starting at 5 instead of 7. And thank you all for showing up. This game is a lot of fun, and I am excited to play more. But until then, bye, chat!